Somebody say the word pigeon. Okay, right. Thank you, Martin. That means that I have spoken. It has been heard. Technically, I have streamed. So if anything goes wrong today, the streak can be continued. Deal? Deal. Martin, mind right. Eric, Satan, welcome to the stream. Good morning / afternoon. Have I done it? We can work towards the 3 hours and have a successful stream as much as we can, but technically I have already streamed. Did he spell it wrong? It doesn't count. I will never ever be confident that pigeon does or doesn't have a D in it. The Valheim community disagrees. It's 3 hours or bust. Who wrote these rules? Right, welcome to the stream, everybody. Good afternoon. Continuing mixer work. I don't know how much ash stuff I've got left. We might end up running out, but we are building a fortress around this thing. So I suppose we continue that today, and hopefully we can get some work done. I do need to remind me, I need to get heals and charcoal. So I need a heal and charcoal run while we're building today, but we are preparing ourselves for the big siege. The final mixer. Still don't know if I'm going to get anything for completing all these mixers. I suppose we'll look into it. Please don't tell me if you do or you don't, or anything like that, if you know. With a 2-hour exception on match days, we shall allow this. It was terrible last night. Got absolutely slaughtered 6-1, but I suppose it makes sense given how Liverpool were on for a quadruple. Yeah, exactly, Martin. Thankfully, I mentioned it before Martin did, so he can't accuse me of trying to gloss over the fact. It was brutal. Right, welcome to the stream, everybody. But you've got to be there, right? There's only one thing worse than going to football and watching your team get battered 6-1, and that's not going to football and it happening. By Premiership gobshite Liverpool. I don't think a single one of our players would get in their first 11. If that makes sense. If that explains it. There's a reason we're in a relegation battle and they're not. Right. We need a productive day today, though, to make up for the fact that yesterday... Now, I do have to explain, there is still a chance that the internet might go off today and it might fuck the stream. But if that happens, and I can't make it to Marbles tomorrow will be worth double. Is that good? Is that a good deal? So in case this stream just disappears, I'll try and get it back up, but at some point I'll have to just give up the ghost. Today, the internet has actually been pretty solid. We've not got any message. Apparently somebody's coming out on Thursday to check things at our end, but it seems to be working alright. Bybee, welcome to the stream as well. Cats, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon to both. Sothan, good morning. Morning with a U. Oh, Sothan. Sothan's in morning. What is it now? More dead garlic. Sothan, Cats, Bybee. How are we? I didn't threaten them, Bybee. No. Razor had a good idea. What's his good idea, Cats? I dread to think. Gwynblade, welcome to the stream. Oh, morning. Brian Adams, yeah. That's fucked up, right? Alright. Today, right, first job. Are we alright for food? We're good. Max has eaten, he's got his breakfast, which is all good. I've realised something, by the way. I use significantly less food
This is awesome!
when I don't sleep. Because if you don't sleep, because whenever you sleep, your food and drink gets reset to like 10%, so you have to top it up. But if you don't sleep, you can take full advantage of the talents that give you long food and drink cooldowns. I dread to think what Razor's good idea is. Is this something that happened in Discord that I can't see? Right, let's scan for coal chunks. The coal isn't respawned yet. This is one downside to sleeping, however. You don't pass days as fast. And the sprouts aren't ready yet either. Good. That's a good thing. That means we can just get straight on and back up to the mixer. Oh, you're too lazy to type it. I've got you. Never mind then. Cats, look at the stream. Yeah, I've not done or said anything. Obviously, I was out until very late last night, but the internet seems to be solid today, which I'm probably tempting fate. Do I need anything from the house while I set off? Mind right, I appreciate the first journey. Guess who finally got his taxes knocked out one day before they were due? This boy, Sothan over here. It's almost like you work with numbers all day. Good work, Sothan. That's one less thing to worry about, right? I've got 9 arrows. Let me just fire some arrows up real quick. Splinter arrows are the ones. There we go. Now I'm up to 59. I will take it. That's probably 2 stacks of arrows, which is slightly too many. So I will put 19 away. 40 is good enough. Put some glue away too and try and conserve a bit of bag space. I'm going to take this crude rope up. I've got some mushroom bricks I can take up. I've got acorn tops and shells, which seem to be used in a lot of things. I've got the intern badge and the workers' comp badge, which will both help increase... I've still got some coal, I just noticed. Tell you what we'll do. Let's get some more ash stuff cooking. Could grab some snacks. I'm worried that my state return is going to get kicked. Your state return? You're going to have to explain a lot of this stuff to us, certainly. Did you declare all of your swords? Oh, because I should owe a decent chunk of money and it's saying that I owe 0. And if anything goes wrong, it's your fault, I'm assuming. Alright, that's us out of ash, but I could do with some more clay at some point today, so maybe we'll grab some while we're out. That's 3 mighty globs. Is that enough mighty globs so that I can finally upgrade this thing? I wouldn't mind. Oh, I need 2 more. How many more mighty globs can I make? No, it's not mighty globs, is it mighty jewels? I need 2 supreme whetstone. Can I make 2 supreme whetstone? That would be lovely. Before I go. No. Still need black ox. I need 4 black ox horns, I think. Which is a lot. Are we good then? Yes, let's go. Razor, you got to put women life freedom as the stream title, so when you get interrupted it looks like you're being DDoSed by the Iranian government. That's still going on over there, which is ridiculous. Turns out it's just us Western people that don't have enough energy to properly protest for long enough to change anything. So then swords are assets. Basically you have the federal tax return and state tax return. Oh, so the state one's going to get returned because you apparently feel like you owe money, but it's not. I see. I got you sorted then. Right, I've just remembered something that we was talking about yesterday. There was a theory, right, that I think it was Mazak or Sothan or somebody yesterday came up with. Look, I have scanned every creature, right? All the angry ones, all the neutral, but there's one harmless. Somebody suggested yesterday, what if it's Burgle? If it is Burgle, so I suppose we'll just go check real quick. Can I? No. God bless the HMRC. True. Taxes in the US do my head, and I picked somebody up with a price tag, and the tax is added at the till. I guess that's the thing of different states having different laws, right? Then again, I suppose you could... My sap's not ready to do. I suppose that wouldn't be too difficult to... Was it me? HMRC, great bunch of lads, all the best. Oh, I'm not looking forward to relegation, so I have to actually fight. Play against fucking Warnock next season. Was it actually me that suggested it? That sounds right. When in doubt, give somebody else credit just in case it wasn't you. I think that's a good way of doing things. Siddle's taught me that. You know what Siddles is like, he never wants to take credit for anything. Burgle, I need you for a second. Where are you? I'll be arguing with Tully somewhere. Burgle!
That's interesting.
It isn't Tully, is it? No. Burgle, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I need to quickly scan you. That's okay. It's not Burgle. Then what is it? Sorry, I'll leave you guys to it. If it's not Burgle, then what is it? Don't answer if you know, of course. We're trying to speculate. The thing that makes... So you've got gnats, and then you've got... Where is it? Infected gnats, right? The infected gnats are at the top. It's not the crow, no. Is there a mirror? Can it be you? I don't think I'm harmless. I can't be both harmless cats and have the apex predator Title and at the same time. Harmless. What could it be? Let me have a look at the map before we get started on the building. I don't think it's anything up there because there's spiny water fleas and mosquitoes. There's a moth. That's pretty much all that's up there. The hedge has Orbweaver Juniors, spiderlings, and they used to have robots, but they were very much very much hostile. The main yard has a lot of things. Grubs we've got, weevils, aphids, infected stuff we know about, but that's considered harmful. Nothing up there. Bees, mate? No, because the bees are all brutal, aren't they? Is there anything to dig up in this? There's lava you can dig up. The orc stuff's definitely harmful. Both of those are very much harmful. The trash pile? No. I am the most unfamiliar with this part of the map than I am anything else. But what could be in the trash pile, if anything? No. Scarabs we've got. There's nothing there, is there? What could this... This is going to drive me crazy. No, it's not the crow. It's not grubs, it's not... There's nothing up there, is there? That's wolf spiders, mosquitoes, ticks of various flavours. Blackwood... Oh, I thought I was at the base and could hear a wolf spider. Could it be Could there be infected grubs that you dig up in haze areas? Maybe. Can I have a brief aside to go and investigate this before we start building? Because this is driving me crazy. Maybe go over to the haze and have a dig around, see if there's anything scuttling about. Then I'll just have a quick check around here, because I really don't know anything about this area. It's like, I walked around here for literally 10 minutes, then walked into the lab, and then was in the sandbox for the rest of it. So maybe there is something there, but also, there could... Yeah, should we have a look at infected grubs, maybe? I don't need to go into the sandbox, do I?
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
Everybody's alright when we're getting slightly distracted, right? I'm sure you are, Siddles.
Usage of the word motherfucker in books is up about 700-fold since the 1950s.
1 second, Siddles. Wayne saw me. God, that scared me then. That... There's probably a look on my face there. Okay, sorry, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Use of the word motherfucker in books is up about... Is that entirely Samuel Jackson's responsibility, Siddles? Because I think, as a legacy goes, he's already got a good one, but that just increases it. Let me just put some of this shit away that I don't need. We're going on a slight adventure today, instead of simply building. I'm sure people will appreciate me not just simply building. Are they jewels? Are they mighty globs? Why did I make 3 mighty globs? I'm not supposed to make mighty jewels. Let me go and just put some shit away, then I'll head over to the haze. Sothan, if you're right, I'm giving you a pink name. Deal? Imagine Sothan in luscious pink after spending so much time gold. Let me just refill this. Everything's so worn out. Let me just repair some shit. Black ant parts I can afford for that. Red ant parts I definitely can afford. Glue for that. This will be glue too, right? Yeah. There we go. Siddles, welcome to the stream. So if I... Because that doesn't equip it, does it? I want to actually equip the thing. Then scoop. That one? No. Good. And then actually repair that while I'm here too. Where is it? There. Or I'll just fucking drink from it. Didn't mean to do that. Equip this or something, anything. So I could right click this, click repair. Yep. Yeah, I'll repair the mask. Good. What's that? Oh, it's my ash cement. I'll go collect that after the fact. Who reads books these days? Have you seen how long they are? Terrible, right? I got right to the end and I couldn't find like a like button or a share or anything like that. Worthless. Waste of time. Rubbish. Apparently you can get like Kindle books but offline. I just read the bit inside the cover of the GCSE revision notes. Do you know, I benefited from being one of the first people to discover pre-written essays online for school questions. And I took advantage. I'm not afraid to admit. I was 14. Yeah, look at me now, exactly right. You could have been like me if you'd have used your ingenuity. Alright, if I find infected grubs or something in the haze and I find this final card, Sothan gets a pink name for being the one that suggested it. Deal? I'm nearly coming to the end of my fluffy tuft. If you look at the durability, you see it? Here. I'm coming to the end of it and I don't want to come to the end of it. I like it too much. I might just farm tufts until I get another fluffy one. They last a lot. They last maybe 10 times longer. And not having to worry about tufts is the way. Did I ever show you guys this? I did a bit of a tidy up on this playthrough. And if you look below me, that thing I used to crash into, that weed stem, look, I covered over it with a little building so it doesn't grow anymore. And I feel like that's somewhat unnecessary. That stink bug just reminded me, do I need to kill one? No. I do need infected weevils, though. I gestured in a very masculine way to the scrap man at a distance who, for once, appears when I have something I want rid of, and he's just fucked off. Gwynblade, you got denied by the masculine gods.
By Ek, time's nearly oopont tuft.
Aye, time's nearly... I could do with another... I might go right. I might... Oh, fucking hell, screwed up my own accent. God damn it. How do you do a Yorkshire accent again? Everybody stop freaking out. I might go over here with me sour fucking axe, give it a great big swing, because apparently it's good for chopping. If I get a fluffy tuft from this, great. You ready? Oh, fluffy. Ah, two normals. Probably should have had trousers on. He's got home to fetch his outfit. Right, I'm up here, but for what reason? I don't know where to look for this first. Sothan has a theory, not a theory, but a suggestion, that maybe there's an extra infected thing. Here's the question though, Sothan. Every infected version of something is listed as harmful. Hang on, let me just kill these. I need dust mites for heals. So look at this stuff then. Every infected version, none of these are infected. But it's maybe worth looking. I scanned through the area, I attempted to. Is there anything burrowing down there? Because I can't hear the burrowing noise. We've got distracted again as always, and I'm all for it. This has to be done by the end, right? I'm assuming you would all immediately stop me if I tried to finish the game without finding whatever this last thing is that I need to scan. You stay down there. Whoa, these things can still hurt, so give me a second. This is the wrong weapon to be using for it as well. They don't like fresh though, so maybe this hurts them. That hurts them. And I already have the gold card. Sothan, I can't hear anything burrowing, I'm going to be honest. I'll maybe go... we'll maybe go up towards the lab entrance. I'll be searching the entirety of the labs in the future. But yeah, the thing that makes me think that this is maybe a good idea, sir, is the fact that the haze is the area where you get alternate versions of things we've already seen, right? So if it is something... If it is an alternate version, it would be here, if anywhere. I'm going to pop a bandage just to recover a tiny bit of that health I lost. You alright, pal? You just stuck? Are you alright? He's alright. He's fine. We'll leave him. He's not a concern. He's a concern. Whoa, they do not like this fresh hammer. They really don't like fresh. I suppose it makes sense that mint, if any of them, mint tackles infection. Because heat wouldn't be a sensible one, right? I suppose mint kind of, it feels quite sterile and medical in a weird way. Oh, my blocking is on point today. Can we consider a stream completed, by the way? Not completed, but I have technically streamed today, in case it all goes down now and it's all gone to shit. So if my internet does fuck me... Where the hell did all you lot come from? The internet was terrible again when I got home from football Wimbledon. Apparently she couldn't watch football all night because of it. Football was brutal, so then. Absolutely brutal. Got completely shit on by a significantly better side. We got reminded of where we are, if that makes sense, but it's still worth going. Alright, there's so much noise that... Hey, I wonder if... Wait.
Let's see what's around here.
See, I've got those infected gnats. I know about those. Striker, welcome to the stream. Is this a certified fresh... This is a certified fresh Dave. I forgot about you, Striker. There's always a bit of advice, isn't there? Despite everything. Striker, welcome back. Rocket League fan Phil, welcome to the stream. I maxed my mantis thing mint... Roger there. Yeah, for everybody. The challenge of this playthrough is to... What about you nerds? Is for me to play it entirely without any help or assistance or anything like that, so... The challenge is to play it on War mode. I've never played the game before, so I aren't allowed any sort of help or any suggestions, alas. As much as I'd like to. I need to kill them, don't I? I maybe wasted an opportunity right there. Well, welcome to the stream, everybody. I just can't read a great deal, I apologise. Do I need to kill these? I do. I don't need to loot them either, because I've got the gold cards, right? Yeah, so if you've got any cool sort of setups and things like that, alas, these little shout and scream at me for learning things I didn't learn myself. But I'm sure there's some good strats in the chat for dealing with what I'm dealing with, if anybody else needs them. So, Than, I've got bad news. If there is anything here burrowing... Yeah. I'm a bit nervous to talk about what I'm trying to do in case somebody just tells me the answer in the chat or something, which would be shit. I might have to have, despite the fact I'm opting not to do it much, I might have to have a tactical sleep, because if you see, I drank something nasty and need to sleep it off. Drinking nasty, I think I must have drunk, like, murky water by mistake. So I'm going to have to... I might head over to the trash area before we get going on the mixer build and just have a look around there. And then I think the next place I will be looking is the stump. Because the two areas I really don't have a lot of knowledge about are the... I still don't know where that science is. That's going to take some work in the future as well. The two areas I'm really not familiar with are the stump, the upright stump in the upper yard.
I am the #1 grounded player, and I'll tell you how to get 1% closer to my level, because that's all you're capable of. Here it comes. Try standing upside down, it will change your perspective.
It's
Tastes
true.
good.
Everybody else in this channel knows nothing about grounded compared to Baggy. Look at her flexing her muscles. Alright, I need clay, don't I, for, while I'm out. I need to grab some clay for making more ash walls. So while I'm here, I'll just grab some, then I'm going to sleep the night. A tactical sleep as opposed to just skipping. 5 bits banned from the comedy club and the higher tier of it. It's become a bit of a running joke in this community how everybody that comes into the channel immediately has tips and help and advice and things without reading the chat rules. Although I am grateful to everybody, I must admit. But I just can't use it. Where's this? Oh, this is the thingy pipe, right? Drain pipe. Yeah. Not the most enthralling content, I acknowledge. So then, think of a controversial topic. I actually should be done digging this. It feels like the game's running a bit better now. I fucked with a few things. You good, Seth? Then you good. I don't think I'd have time anyway. I was only getting a small amount of that stuff. So then, stop thinking of controversial topics. There's my petrol. Good. Right, let's quickly sleep the night. I wouldn't usually do this. I'm trying to sort of be a bit more... I might set my respawn point, actually. I'm trying to be a bit less quick to just immediately skip the night times. Because we miss out on a big chunk of ambience. There's a clock down here. I should show you that in the future. Miss out on a big chunk of like ambient sound. Has that got rid of the debuff? It has. And it's also far more immersive to be out at night. Even if it's a bit harder to see. But every now and again I need to for the good of debuffs and shit. Fox News trial started. Every time you bring up a controversial topic, Sir, then it always feels like it's Fox News related. Trial for what? I've got a controversial topic. Milk goes in the bowl before the cereal. That just makes you, like, unique and cool online, right? Draco, welcome to the stream. How very unique and cool. Alright, is there anything here? Maybe a different type of ant? Although I tried to keep my tips vague, so it takes a minute. Yeah, I think... I'm assuming you're joking, but yeah, they seem to be the worst kind of people when it comes to help online. It's like, I don't want help, and people are like, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be really smart with it. Just give subtle, poetic hints so that...
Rub time.
You see straight through them at all times. I was going to say, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It feels... How do I have a field station that I've not found here? Again, there is something about this place that I've just not explored enough. There's a whole field station I've not found around here. I've not got my gas mask, have I? Oh, I have got it. These things are rotten as fuck. Fox News is having their pants sewed off by Dominion voting systems. Oh, for saying it's rigged. I see. Controversial topic. Pour both at once, you win if nothing spills. Defamation lawsuit from Dominion. Fox News claimed their voting machines were rigged. There are text messages that outright say they knew the claims were false but lied in order to get back viewers that they lost to the alt-right news channels. Oh, so they had to chase the extremes. Right, so this... Let me find this field station. Because I'm assuming this counts to 100% as well. Pro tip, you can make instant spoiled milk by mixing powdered milk with carbonated water. There's something close to here. Is it maybe below? I don't know if you can go south in the Black Ant Lab. Okay, this is the most ultimate squirrel of all squirrels. If I take that, receive that accusation now, I will accept it gladly. Is there like a way that I can get up and onto the trash bags, maybe? Right, let's explore this properly. How many people that have watched this playthrough, I'm not talking about people that know a lot about the game, how many people that have watched this playthrough have ever seen any of this shit? Whoa! Rocket League fan Phil. Do you know the chat rules that you read about not helping or anything? I don't know if you can hear my voice, but I've just been warned by Sothan with that emote that there's something there that I shouldn't be reading because it might be help or whatever. That wasn't a joke. Defamation cases are very hard to do in the US by design. This may be the first one that has an actual chance, since the text messages prove something called actual malice. Mina, welcome to the stream. Right, I need to let me concentrate a little bit. There's a field station here somewhere. I have a feeling that I'm going down into... Going good. Who are you defending against defamation? Struggling to keep myself awake. I've been up since early. My head nodded when you shouted, "Whoa!" No, you're good, Rocket League. Yeah, so that stuff that was there is the chat rules when you first open. I know a lot of people click through them, but the idea of this playthrough is I'm playing it on War mode, having never played the game before. Maybe I can get it down here somewhere. I'm trying to get as close to 100% as I can without any help or hints or tips. So I appreciate the help very much, I'm just not allowed to take it. But Sothan warned me, so I didn't manage to read it. It's good.
Let's see what's around here.
Rocket League community greater than the Valheim community.
True. Okay, my gas mask is actually wearing down. Look, there's so much shit here. There's a scabby that I've never found. I'm going to explore this area. Fuck it. You discovered Scabby Scheme Garbo. Oh, no, thank you. What's the one that I've been using? This sort of Doomhaus colours? Holly Dazzle. It's usually hard to prove defamation. Fox got used to their wear just for entertainment excuse and acted so egregiously that it looks like a slam dunk for Dominion. Idiots. Nothing wakes you up in the morning quite like a massive Charlie horse. I just cannot get enough of my leg trying to self-destruct. What's a Charlie horse? So there's something over here as well. Molars. I'm a fucking... How did I not... I guess the last time I came here I didn't have all my scanning tech, did I? If it's in that can, how the... Cheerful conversations in here today. Yeah, I'm as confused as you are, I mean. It's got to be inside this somewhere. How the hell do you get in? Oh. Oh. Alright, I'm going to farm this area while I'm here. At least shit's getting done, right? Good. I am interested in that field station. I also don't need this mask on anymore, do I?
Nice and safe.
No connection lost yet, Mina. Things are going alright.
I'm not picky.
I'm just, I came over in this area to look for the thing that I can't find. Well, actually, Sothan brought me over under false pretenses, but while I'm here, I've just realised that most of this whole garbage area I've never fully explored, so I'm taking full advantage. But yeah, the connection's holding up. It's not gone down all day, which is tempting fate, I know. Right, where next? I know I can get up in the corner on top of the bags. And I've got tufts for days, right? Yeah. I've collected some while I was down there. But I want to get all my molars and shit. I was half expecting to drop before you reach the end of your sentence there. I know, right? Well, I've technically streamed, so the streak's fine. If I have to quit, we can just do double marbles tomorrow. A Charlie horse is when you don't drink enough water for long periods of time. Your body borrows moisture from your legs, causing pain. Also makes bending that leg more difficult for the day. I always feel like anything that is caused by dehydration is like one of the most inhumanly silly things to suffer from, right? And we all do it. None of us drink as much water as we should. But it's like we have one job, and that's just to keep enough food and water in our bodies, and we struggle to do it because we're distracted idiots. If it goes down tomorrow night, we'll know they're just out for the... I know, right? Thinking about it, though, that is one game where it would just not be possible to play with me disconnecting, right? Especially, well, basically because I'm the host. Is there anything over here? Yeah, Charlie horse after a long day at work. From that guy around the back near the bins. Didn't realise it has a name. Carrying a 40-ounce water bottle nearly everywhere I go. My wife calls it an emotional support water bottle. Well, it's not helping, is it, Drecker? Look at the state of you, man. There's nothing around here. This field station I've found before, right? So let me get up on top of the bags and see if there's something up there. I want to get as many... I should go in the trash can as well, right? I'm just going to do a full lap of this area. This feels like new content. It's like I blasted this part of the map off so quick and so long ago that I'm finally back and it feels so fresh. It's not helping his hydration, but his emotional well-being is tippy-top. Definitely drink a lot of water. I don't drink much else. It's all good, right? I keep hearing a dog bark in this game recently. Right, if I crawl through here... Hang on a minute. This is the Doomhaus. This could not be a more sort of fitting Doomhaus thumbnail. It would be better if Max wasn't floating. Maybe that's how we do it. It speaks to us, I believe. Stinks as well. I'm going to put the gas mask on.
I'm all geared up.
In fact, I wonder if I could get away with not wearing the gas mask if I put fresh defense on. Only a little bit. Alright, gas mask back on. Mazak, welcome to the stream. Max isn't floating. Your ugly mug's in the way. I know I put it there on purpose. Oh, why did I just drink something I shouldn't have drunk? Why did I just drink something out of the bins? I think this is... I don't have to know what this is. Is this Tully's, like, P45 or whatever you call it in the US? Is it termination of employment letter? Forgot to tell you the map creator for Stream Racers, CRC Don. He streams Stream Racers in a fucking... I've heard that, yeah. I think Cat's mentioned him. Trying to conduct physical surveillance of the...
Holy shit, is that August pie?
Propriety... Wait a minute. Propriety damage. Engaging employed by firm or something. Engage in a venture or business similar to or in competition with ominent practical technologies for a period of 487 months after termination. How many years is 487 months? That doesn't look like August. You mean this? It's the same fucking colour as it. Can't be employed by a similar company. Is it 40 years, so then? No, 40.58 years. Jesus. And he's already a guy that's, I think, in his 40s as it is. Alright, come on, Scabby Scanner. Point us to some good shit. Let's have a milk molar or two or something or other. What I don't get is why is a fully kitted out hot dogs in the trash can. I don't understand if some mouldy buns are separate hot dogs, but assembled? That's just a waste of food. True, there's some raw science about termination, they're not black and white. Head of seasoning? Oh, I see. Well, so you said if you get the seasoning wrong, you should just throw it away? Okay, the raw science is not down here. What's this? It's just soda. Okay. Right, where's this raw science? I like doing this. I'm looking forward to the section after the mixer where I go and investigate all the old labs and do a similar thing, go properly scan for everything. Look at these fucking nerds here. I was going to say, look at these little nerds carrying around their fucking stuff they've found. It turns out, these lads...
Got a new one.
What's the fucking chances that Sothan leads me over to the haze while we're having a discussion about the final thing to scan? Oh, my gas mask is about to fuck as well. Sothan leads me over to the haze, and while I'm over there, I'm like, oh, I'll go and just check the other place just in case. And it is there. Did Sothan lead us over intentionally? He didn't, for the record. So now, did he 28 Google? 8 out of 8 neutral. 43 out of 43 angry, and 8 out of 8 harmless. Meaty Nat. You did say I'd get a pink name if it was so... I mean, it's technically not Sothan, but you were directly responsible for leading me over accidentally to the area, so I'm pinking the fuck out of you, Sothan. Say something in Discord so we can all see your beautiful pink name. Oh, that's so good. I was worried about that. What's that? The chances of that? That, for the record, that I didn't set that up. That wasn't me, like, leading myself over here. That was Sothan who... Fuck off. I suppose I would have got it eventually, right? The reason I was saying that, I was like, look at these fucking nerds stealing hot dogs. I was going to make a point about Mazak's seasoning thing. That's so good. Is that the science? No, where is this science? There. It's on the banana. Of course it's on the banana. Let's go climb it. A yoked variant of the gnat that thrives in the waste of the trash heap can drop gnat fuzz and raw gnat meat on death. Okay, let's get this science from the banana. What's that? Is that bandages? Game, you're disgusting. I've got 100% of the animals. Not 100% gold, which I think would be a bit too much of a challenge. Bore everybody to death while I'm just constantly farming insects. Given that I had to kill, what, 350... ladybug larvae to get the gold. Free science? Just watched a very interesting video that I would love to hear your opinion on. Go on. I mean, I can't watch it, of course, but... An AI anti-cheat. After 2 hours of gameplay, it'll be able to identify you as a player across accounts, past and future, based on your unique aim pattern and movement, to which it will ban you if you have ever cheated in a game it would be utilised in. I mean... if you've been banned for cheating in a video game, and it puts... I suppose... Now what this means, Martin, is if it realised that you were cheating in, like, Sea of Thieves or whatever, it would learn your behavioural patterns and notice if you were playing Counter-Strike based on your, like, first-person shooter behaviour, and ban you among other types of games. Ban you on everything. If I've been banned in one game, that's one thing, but being banned in all others to connect... Yeah, it does a bit, yeah. Seems a bit extreme. Plus it doesn't really... I mean, it's up to you to use it, right? False positives will be too high, and I bet there's very little to nothing you can do to appeal it, yeah. Kernel level anti-cheat can fuck right off. I don't need to play those games. You've got no ban. What are you saying, Martin? Sorry? I don't think anybody was saying you what you do have, for the record. These are bandages, aren't they? That's gross. I'll nip in here and grab the spicy. The game would have to opt into it, right? I'm sure, yeah. It could differentiate between a lucky shot and a cheated shot. Apparently there's massive reduction of false positives due to being able to even identify soft locking in first-person games. I know, but you're so far along, why not get a playthrough where you actually anything? Get every gold card, sit back and watch that 100% completion graphic. I don't know if you was around when we was discussing it, Drecker. There was a discussion about percentages. Like, I'm going to try and get everything I can and work as close to 100% as I can in this playthrough. And if it's 100, if it's odd number percentage when I finish, the oranges get a point, and if it's even, the greens get a point, for example. That was your Wilson Raider impression, I see. Got no bands.
Nice and safe.
There's got to be something up here. It'd be in the terms and conditions. I mean, the thing I think it would be useful for is if you have cheated in a single game, then it would give information about you to future players. So a game wouldn't ban you immediately, but you could be flagged as somebody that has cheated in a game in the past. Does that make sense? So they know that you get less strikes on in the next game you play and try and cheat in. I have no memory.
Gonna have a look around.
Halo Infinite, they've already got it when it's brand new. Holy shit. In playing the game, you accept them and the consequences if you fall foul of the multiplayer anti-cheat rules. True, I just think it's a tiny bit draconic if it follows you, right? The idea is that it would be integrated in every single game possible. You could get banned in whatever game you would play, but there'd have to be an agreement, right? Where was that? So I had a sneaky suspicion that it's either on top or below. This is in, it's just a new AI chat thing that's coming, or it's not new apparently according to Martin. It maybe isn't new. I don't have a lot of respect for most companies considered AAA studios. They are kind of twatty, aren't they? Activision. Sorry, I get really confused when replies. I keep reading replies that aren't written to me. I apologise. I won't read them anymore. Oddly, I prefer the idea of a proper ban. Otherwise, you just get idiots wearing the mark with pride. Yeah, but I think it'd be an internal mark, right? Not an internal, sorry, a hidden thing. I'd rather shadow bans cheater services. I don't know you're banned, but you're always playing with other cheaters. That is the best way of doing it. I've never been up here. I don't know if you can actually cross around up here, but we'll see. Yeah, there's some iteration of AI server-side recognition based on input. Pretty sure RuneScape has it with clicking. Oh, I see. GTA 5 chuck cheaters in the same servers and griefers. If it's hidden, what's the point? So that my point was, if it's hidden, then you've got a mark on your name. Because people that have had bans and stuff in Twitch chats before, they're also marked and flagged. And I see when somebody gets banned a lot as they join, right? I get a message that pops up saying, caution, this person has been a twat in other channels. But you guys don't see that. So I know to not take much shit. I had a real feeling there'd be a field station up here, by the way, and there isn't. I don't want to fall. I'll check them all. And I thought it was something like that, Gwynblade, if that makes sense. Some of the most thorough anti-cheat systems are seen in Splitgate. When someone hacks, the biggest punishment is account banned, IP banned, and device banned. So if your brother hacks, you can't play the game on that Xbox anymore. Path of Exile, they would ban you for macros to use Flash 300 plus hours of doing it and nothing happened. They would ban you. You can bypass all of those ban striker with a bit of effort and elbow grease. Are you on Xbox? I am not. There's raw science. Oh, there's raw science there. I'm on PC. You can see the mouse and keyboard commands. Look.
Science is surprisingly
Google search, really? Yeah, I bet there's enough how-tos for that sort of shit. Right. I had a feeling it must be in a lab underground then, this thing. I thought there might be some molars and stuff up here, but there doesn't seem to be. IP ban and account ban is a 5-minute jobby. What to undo? Yeah, I think it's a bit too heavy-handed. If it was just a warning for developers going forward, like I was explaining before, like if it was just a flag on your account that the developers could see to be a bit less harsh on a bit more harsh on your first transgression, then maybe. But it just feels a bit draconic and a bit heavy-handed, and something that if you knew about, you probably wouldn't sign up.
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than
Fortunately,
nothing.
buying the new Xbox just to play Splitgate again is not a justifiable financial decision. Is it maybe on this one? Steady, Max, land it, land it, land it. It was around this area somewhere, but I suppose if I'm up here, it would have flagged on my scanner. That's going to be rotten, and it's going to fuck me.
All geared up.
Oof. That was tight. So where was it? It was in this area somewhere. It was popping up that there was a field there, look. And I've been right up there, so it's evidently not up there. So it must be below me somehow. Can I just have a brief aside into the Black Ant Lab to explore? I know I'm not meant to be doing this, and it's squirrel this, squirrel that, but I'm interested. I want to find this field station. There's going to be a lot of this later on. I've done an hour and no disconnects. Pretty good. Hopefully we've started the second decade of never having a single disconnect. While I'm complaining, I really don't want to complain about it. What are they resistant to? Spicy. Which means... No. Relax, calm. Is there any water here? Because I could do to refill my... If I'm going into the Black Ant Lab... Oops. Then I need to refill. I might be killing a lot of ants. There was water under this thing, was there not? Yes, okay. So this thing filters the water. Thankfully, I both don't hack and don't play Splitgate, so I'm pretty set. It just feels a bit like... How do people ever learn from their mistakes if they're... Oh shit, I didn't mean to sleep. Fuck, I've just wasted a lot of food. I'm going underground anyway. I'm just so used to clicking set spawn and sleep that I've gone and slept tonight. I didn't want to sleep. Damn it. Forgive me, everybody, forgive me. Yeah, I haven't got my light helmet, have I? I didn't think. Fuck. Let's just go down here and hit some shit. Sleep is good shit up. I mean, I know it's good in real life, but in game, I'd rather not do it.
Food.
Come on, Max. I can't use the two-handed staff because I won't be able to see down here. I don't want my gas mask on, so... Damn it, what weapon shall I use? Black ants, what are they weak to? I'm in full endgame gear, I don't need to worry about this, but I'm worried about it because it's war mode, right? And I should probably worry about everything. Where's black ants there? They're resistant to chopping, fresh and slashing. I've got nothing stabbing or spicy. I mean... It's technically slashing damage, but I'll just go full poison and snap him up. Don't need to be attacking if I don't have to. Fortunately for me, mine is dynamic in the sense where I have to call up to change my IP address. Bit of a pain, but I also don't pay. Oh, is that in response to a reply? Sorry, my bad. Right, where are you? I'm looking to head south if possible. Because it's like around here somewhere there's a field station. You're going to aggro, are you? Could do for it to be a bit lighter in here, if that could help. I'm also picking up so much shit that I don't need. status. No. Uncheck coup de grace and put Annihilator on for damage against ants. Is there anything in here? I want to find this field station for the good of 100%. This is going to get really violent really quickly. Maybe I just do it in the dark and go like this. This is so many ants. I mean, if I'm going to do this, I might as well do this. Look at the amount of ants down here. They're not doing a lot of damage to me, which helps. And I'm doing quite a lot of damage to them. I've got so distracted. I might as well loot them all for the chance of gold cards. Killed so many of these smaller ants that I don't need to worry about them at least. God, I remember when each of these was like a raid boss. Those were the days. Okay, I'm still going north, aren't I? No, I'm going east. West even. I need to try and head south east if I can, but this just takes me back out the way I came in. So is there like a cave entrance down here? There is. Maybe it's something this way. I need to sort of be in this direction. Right here maybe, and then down? You know what I think would be cool for grounded? 1 second. This is the area where I was looking for this shit. What'd be cool for grounded if like some random ant snacked on some hot Cheetos, part of the mint to add spicy to their attacks. Well, there is fire ants that do spit spicy at you and stuff like that, but it's a bit less sort of organic than that. They're like designed classes of the insect. But yeah, a bit more like combat variation, I suppose. Probably more important for the easier difficulties, just to add variety, because I imagine you'd chew through stuff. The way I'm chewing through like starter ants now. I'm guessing on the easier difficulties, you just absolutely slaughter stuff. Right, this is southeast. No, it's not southeast. Where is this field station? So I'm down here for the sake of 100%. I'm assuming field state. Can I cut through this? No. Oh, fuck. I can't see a thing. I'm not doing any damage. Oh, maybe I am. I wonder if my spicy sword will help me here. Because they don't like spicy, but they're also pretty much immune to slashing damage, which the sword is. Let me just loot that for the chance of a gold card. A gold card would be nice too. Yep, you hit that. Yep, good, good, good. Okay, we're using this weapon. Also found out about the 30 to 35% of all players cheat. What? In what? In any game of any kind? That is that high. Almost 1 in 3 people cheat at video games. I mean, we all did it in the 90s, didn't we? I don't know anybody that wasn't cheating in every game they played. The magazines and stuff that would come out, gaming magazines. I suppose we weren't playing online games though, which is the difference. It's a bit different putting cheats in on like single player Mega Drive games. I avoid cheaters by never playing multiplayer games. It works 100% of the time. I play a lot of Rocket... Well, recently I've started playing a bit more, but... Rocket League, Sea of Thieves, and Fall Guys. I've never seen a single cheater in any of them. I know Fall Guys was bad at the start, but I'm talking mostly about since relaunch. At least those multiplayer experiences have been cheater-free. Wait until you hear they're putting anti-cheat in there too. In where?
Brown, red, black. All the colors of
In the multiplayer games he doesn't play. Right, hang on, I can't really see these, so... The slight sword's giving me a bit of help. Right, is it in this direction? It should be like just north of me now.
Whoa. Black soldier ant looking for a fight.
Where are these? Where is this field station? There, somewhere here. Is it up here? I've been here before, but I don't know what. Oh, it might be one of them field stations that just press the machine. They do exist. Sometimes it counts a field. No, because it's not in this direction. What? How? Oh. Yeah, but what happens when you press right, left, down, right, X, right, left, up, R1, L1? They won't do that. If someone cheats in a single-player game, they're the only ruining it for themselves, and usually cheats are added in single-player games as an Easter egg. Yeah, this will probably give me the field station, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, that was slightly unsatisfying, but we're good. I wonder how easy the assistant manager bit would be by now, assuming you can respawn it. Alcarion, you've got... That's a good idea. Let me go see. I don't think you can respawn boss, like story bosses, but shall we see while we're down here? Alcarion, good morning. Yeah, let's go see while we're down here. That's empty, right? Yeah. I'm in third person, by the way, just so I can see, because it's so dark in here. But luckily, this sword, which is the best option for down here, is lit up, so it can help me. Ubisoft has an anti-cheat in the Assassin's Creed series, so they're definitely putting it in single-player games. I guess it's gone in single-player games now because they want you to buy their boosts and stuff, as you say, right? They don't want you to be able to just mod out the reason for their store to exist. If they're selling level boosts, and modders can just do that in half a second. Alcarion, can you remember how to get to the assistant manager? Because I can't. What's all over the floor here? Oh, apple bits. Sothan, welcome back. I've just nipped into the Black Ant Lab to see if I can find anything spicy. This is where I just went, right? So where could I attempt to go next? Up to the right, maybe?
Brown, red, black.
Kill these nerds.
All the colors of the ant.
Sothan sends his regards. I keep forgetting when I'm down here. This place is a maze. A gold card would be nice while I'm down here. Suppose it's an extra thing towards 100%. I think. I also avoid playing Ubisoft games. It works 100% of the time. That is a trick. Right, so I came out of here. It might be in this one that I need to go now. But didn't I just run into this one? This just takes me up and to the right, doesn't it? So this is a dead end. Yeah. Brittle quartzite, I'll take for nothing. This is a maze. If I get lost in here, I apologise. Nah, there's no prediction, Dougie. Dougie, welcome to the stream. Good morning. I love the recent trend of retail PvP players literally boycotting the game because Retribution Paladins are so overtuned right now. Ah, nothing ever changes, right? Good old WoW. Let me go this way, see what I can find. I want to say it's that upper door. The upper door just leads to the lower door in this instance. I think it's something similar but in a different area. Is there anything back here? I assume I got whatever was back here previously. It's so dark. Welcome to the new followers, by the way. How are we, Dougie? I got completely distracted, but I did find the final card that I was looking for. Thing is, if you would avoid social media and forums, you can just enjoy the game without all of this. That is the biggest, fattest true. The amount of times people would usually enjoy a game, but read a bunch of negative shit until they take all the edge and the shine off it is ridiculous. I think the amount of games that people would really enjoy that they've been put off because they read the review that somebody else wrote is higher than everybody acknowledges. You think after dying so much to that bastard, I'd remember? Remember before the internet, when we were happy? I mean, you can't dismiss a good point by saying that, though, right? Do you know what? This does actually feel familiar. I think I dropped down through a hole in the ceiling there, saved, and then it was this way somewhere. Players are leaving Fortnite, so probably no point logging on tonight. It's such a shame, I was looking forward to that. Then it's follow the lights. I don't know about you, Alkarion, but remembering how I was getting back to my body after dying was... It might be the solution to this. Is it this way? This way? Or was it left as I come out? Out that door, then downstairs, go what, this way? This one? Yeah, you might be right. Alkarion died. Oh, click Alkarion's name and give him a follow, by the way. I think he's still playing this game. But he died on this about as much as I did. This way, right? Yeah, you get a kick out of this, Stubbler. Mythic Plus is a feature on Live where the dungeon gets tuned up and you have to beat it in a certain amount of time. The current meta is to play without a healer because Protection Paladins can do all the healing themselves. Jesus. Yeah, I do kind of like that idea. I've always thought that the end game dungeon and PvP systems... Where? This just puts me back in here. Was it through that door? I actually will say to you that I disagree. I've actually purchased and played games I ended up not liking due to the internet saying it's a great game. True, it can happen in both directions. But I'd rather have a bunch of games that I bought and didn't like than have games I would have really loved and been put off by them. Is it one of the... it might be this one. No, it's not this, is it? But the trouble is, it's not that one, and this one, which I thought it was this one, but it's not. This one takes you to... You go around, and then out here, and then back down again. It's not this one, I don't think. Both have happened to me. I have Thronebreaker in the Forest based on recommendations, and I hate them. It does it. I think that it kind of proves the point, yeah. Me too, I can't stand the first. I think it was the other one you said no to. All these three doors, Alkarion, I've just checked. So let me go back around. Do you know what? It's probably a good sign, Alkarion, that we died so much to this. I can't remember how we're back. Can't say I saw that. Saw what, sorry, so then? Oh, I see. It was a reply. Sorry, I get confused when you guys reply to. I've got a rule where I don't read people that reply into other people because it's evidently not for me, and I guess it's just making me miss context. Outside influence of any kind colours your perception and enjoyment in whichever direction. The internet is a fire hose of outside influence that people can't help drinking from, and convince themselves that it's doing them a favour. Right? Again. I say this regularly, but stuff like Game Pass is amazing for that because you don't have to read reviews, you can just get started. So, if I recall, Alkarion, I was coming out of here, right? And then it was down here. I feel like following this cable was important somehow. But I'm going to be stuck in this cave for the rest of my life. That takes me back up, I think. Is it down here, maybe? No, this seems excessively dark. I don't think it's down here anywhere. How do I get there? As a human, I like to be mad and tell people they're wrong. It's amazing how much poison we drink for entertainment purposes. Oh, this is it, Alkirion. Yes. And then it's through there. Alright. So this should be where the assistant manager's room is. This feels right. And then there's a room there with the bombs. Yep. Straight through here. Okay, yeah, we're in the right area now. Anonymity means I can call someone a salty Susie without being hit in the face. Yeah, this is the one. Let me clear this area. So Alkirion suggested maybe pulling the assistant manager again if that's possible. So let's do it. I don't think it is though, because one of these is going to give me my card as well. Ow. To be honest, a game like Grounded is a game I would probably give a go, except I know for a fact that I'd just get bored of it. I mean, if you didn't play it on such a stupid difficulty and you did the big Google, then it wouldn't nearly be as long as this. Good. Right. Clear? Everybody? Anybody? Clear? Good. See, the reason I don't think this is possible is because I think it's technically already been beaten. This is a cool area, by the way. I can't summon him again, can I? No. These are like story bosses, aren't they, as opposed to as opposed to side missions. I'm not picking up anything on the scanner, so I might as well have a check while we're here. I really do try not to say anything online I wouldn't say in person. I never know when you might have to back it up. It's best not to be a twat online. Yeah, it would have been cool, Alkirion, definitely. Because it took so long to get to, though. Let's give it a proper scan and look for... do I actually have everything in the Black Ant Lab? Is it stuff? Is it on here? No. Burgle? Ominent? Wendell? Hedge Pond, Haze, Black Ant. Yeah, I've got everything everywhere anyway. Feels ages ago that I did this. I suppose it is ages ago, right? I almost rage quit the entire game after so many deaths to him. One of the things I like the most in one of the best ofs recently, Alkirion, is you saying, you're about to kill him and you're like, oh, assistant manager. It's like you can see that you're so excited about nearly killing him, you just say his name for some reason. Everybody click Alkirion's name and give him a follow. I strongly suggest I remember this now.
Gonna have a
Look. I had a vague memory that I've been saying, right, while I've been doing these mixes, I've been saying there is something, like, I have a vague memory that there is something that led me to put the mixers on the list, and it's this. Did you lead me in here, Alkirion, on purpose? Charles, welcome to the stream. So, I'm assuming, when I do the final mixer, that I can unlock this door. What's in there? So you didn't do it on purpose, though? Can I see what's through there? I can get up onto that ledge, I think. That's two really fortuitous finds. I suppose I'd have found this anyway, because I had to go and investigate all the labs. What is in you? What is in you? It must be something major if I have to clear all the mixers to get... Did you want to lead me on? No, I appreciate it, Chaz, however. It's true, I've seen it. I really like it. Almost rage quit. Was frantic, so close to dying, and I got him. You did. I will buy me. I suppose that's the mission for today. So I've come into this corner.
That was refreshing.
I only came down here because Sothan mentioned maybe the final thing that I need to collect, that need to scan is in the haze. I came down here, and I was like, now I've got the scanners, I'll just experience this area because I've never experienced it before. Found the last thing that I needed to scan, found a molar, found 3 or 4 pieces of science, found another lab entirely, not a lab, a field station entirely, and found the prize for... Oh. Yeah, I had a vague memory that there was some specific reason why I put all the mixers on my list. Because I didn't... Like, in my head, I've been sort of umming and ahhing about whether or not I should get the molars. Because I worry that people will get bored of just watching me running around searching for milk molars and scabbies. But I have sort of considered putting them on the list. But the mixers, in my head I was like, there is an actual reason why I put these on the list, but I couldn't remember what. Is that a good thumbnail? It's quite good. It's a bit generic though, right, let's be honest. Like, my short-term memory is so terrible, I was trying to remember why I was a bit more sure that they should go on the list than everything else. I assume I'm right that it would be a bit dull to watch me just continuously searching for milk molars and stuff. Not here for the game, if I'm being honest. You could be looking for an AK-47 in this game and I'd watch without question. I appreciate that, I do, and there's a lot of people that aren't massively into Grounded, but it's the Doomhaus, so they're watching anyway, which is amazing, and it's what you stream for. But at the same time, I do like the idea of making the game making the playthrough as smooth as possible, right? But when a molar just presents itself, more fool me for not looking for it, right? Where are you? There's a molar in this area. I do worry these things are above me or below me, though. It's not actually getting any closer or further away, according to the scanner. Okay, so it's somewhere back here. And this is really showing up on the scanner, is it? Oh, it's midstream break time. I'll go for the break shortly. Right, let me fully explore. I love the game. What I meant is you and chat are the entertainment. Exactly. This is why I come to watch Twitch more than for just the gaming content. Yeah, and I couldn't be happier to hear it, honestly. True, Martin. Nice spam. But at the same time, I am I've said this before a million times, I apologise if I'm boring anybody, but I am interested in the idea of making no gimmicks, just person and game be as entertaining as it can be. I think I find it a fascinating thing to explore, so I do think about this maybe a bit too much. Right, I need a place for a midstream break where I'm not going to die. Do you think this is safe? Is this safe? I can hear a lot of weird bullshit outside. Alright, let me save. I've made half a stream without disconnecting. This is the way. I'm going to say maybe the internet's safe, but it might not be. The internet's never been safe. I've still got coffee left, I've been that excited.
Black ant here, black ant there, black ants get everywhere.
Let me just finish one drink before I start the next. Martin, thank you for the bits, by the way. Yeah, I'll find out if it's safe when I get back, that's true. One of the Doomhaus rules, by the way, is I aren't allowed to pause during the midstream break, in case you're wondering. Right, I'll be back, everybody. 2 minutes. Alkirion, you're in charge. Keep it calm.
My sprinkler goes like this. And comes back like. Oi, where's Santa? 111 noon trigintillion 111 trigintillion 111 novemgintillion 111 octovigintillion 111 septvigintillion 111 sexvigintillion 111 quinvigintillion 111 quartervigintillion 111 trevigintillion 111 duovigintillion 111 unvigintillion 111 vigintillion 111 novemdecillion 111 octodecillion 111 septendecillion 111 sexdecillion 111 quindecillion 111 quatuordecillion 111 tridecillion 111 duodecillion 111 undecillion 111 decillion 111 nonillion 111 octillion 111 septillion 111 sextillion 111 quintillion 111
Nice midstream break, Alkirio.
111 trillion
Going well, I see.
billion 111 million 111,111.
Thanks, Martin. Thanks, Alkirion. Thanks, everybody.
Get your own bits spam.
Blackhand, what's your business?
Santa, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the bits. Martin, thank you for the bits. Drecker, thank you for the bits. Alkirion, well played. Santa, good afternoon. Right.
Food.
As Max eats and drinks, what is in this can? Ooh. Ooh. Is there anything I want to stay in here for, or can I go to the exit now? I'm pretty much done down here, right? You're late to the party, son. I had to cover for you. Sultan says cloudy lemonade. Dougie says limeade. Oh, I like limeade. You laughed, Dougie. I've had it on stream a few times. Mindrate says Pepsi Max. Please be daytime when I go up here. Alkirion says Diet Coke. Oh, it's nighttime. No, nighttime's good because I'm popping up in the sandbox.
I've been known to give sage advice from time to time. Though I do get funny looks for talking to herbs.
It's no lemon crime, but it's better than nothing.
Thanks, Santa. Drecker says ginger beer. Eric says Diet Coke. Martin says Waitrose bougie pink lemonade. Mina says ginger beer. There's a wolf spider fighting an ant lion. I want to fight this wolf spider. What are you weak to? Slashing and salty. Do I have anything salty? I'm gonna die. Okay. I should be respawning at field stations more often. That was brutal. What's your advice, Santa?
Why did the poultry farmer get in trouble / he got his cock out?
Mine. That's the most schoolyard bullshit.
Doomhaus chopped.
I think you chopped yourself more than I got chopped there. Mine. Right, repair it up. What's your advice? Come on, little ones. Grow. That was quick. I didn't even have time to press the button to heal myself. The answer, everybody, is... That's a big fat get shit on for everybody that's involved, in theory. That's a fucking shot. Easy. Wow, there we... Don't die again, don't die again, don't die again, don't die again. Max. Drink. You need to put a space after trouble and put spaces between all the backslashes, Martin. Is orange 0? It's fizzy orange, so then, essentially. Actually, that's a good point. I can't remember when it was called fizzy orange. Something was fizzy orange, and I can't remember what it is now. Yeah, when was it ever called that? What was I drinking where it was called fizzy orange? Because this has always been orange 0. Morrison's didn't do orange. That's a good question. Why did it get called fizzy orange? Because that's what we've called it all this time, but I don't think I've ever drunk anything that actually has that name. Right, anyway. Sothan, I fully appreciate you leading me towards that bullshit, even if it was accidental. Alkarion, I fully appreciate you leading me towards that bullshit, even if it was accidental, but we have very much benefited from getting distracted today. I managed to get a load of shit from the southwest, including the final thing I needed to scan, which is big. Okay, that was terrible. I didn't know, he didn't lead me, neither did Sothan in fairness. But you suggested things that led me to find very important shit. I'm being genuine, like I'm not... You very much helped by mistake, but by mistake is good. I'm actually appreciative. For the record, everybody that's got knowledge about this game and thinks that I require help, I don't actually. Both of these two have never beat the game before, or have. Well, I suppose Alkarion very much didn't try and help. He was just making a point about whether something is possible. And in my exploration, I found something unrelated. There you go, Alkarion. Is that a better way of saying it? And Sothan just cluelessly bumbled his way to the truth, didn't you, Sothan, my love? I didn't even think of it, that door, until you were in the complex walking around, and I kind of went, oh yeah. Yeah, I'm genuinely not concerned, Alkarion, you good? Don't pull that guy back, I do with these splinters. I kind of feel like if this sour axe can do this, then surely the salty hammer should be used for chopping. I never played for more than 5 minutes. When I joined in on the Doomhaus server, everyone fucked right off and I died to spiders and... Yeah, I did as well. The reason why I was confident that I knew nothing about this game is because when we played it as a group that time, because we played it when it very first launched, didn't we, into early alpha. We played on, like, the first hour it was available. Played, what, an evening? But everybody did everything so fast that I got really sort of confused and left behind, and I didn't know what to do to make any progress. So, I'm with you, Sothan. I was left behind as well. No real clue on what to do. I think playing co-op on games like this, you really, really need a group that's willing to stick together and to progress together and to make sure somebody isn't getting dragged along in somebody else's way. But we didn't say anything like that, which is perfectly fair in whoever was playing back then. I can't remember. One thing I do know, though, is when I opened this game, because I hosted, right? When I opened this game eventually again to do a test, there was that save, and I opened it, and right in front of me was a bag that said Bybeat on it. In game, so I assume Bybeat dropped some shite when we were playing. And it was still there, it was like, Bybeat's bag, would you like to pick it up? I threw it all in the sea, Bybeat. I'm sure you don't need it. Right. We're home. That was one almighty squirrel.
That was refreshing.
But we really benefited from it. So now... God, it's so noisy with tadpoles tonight. The way they do save games for shared servers is neat. Anyone can load it up and play it if it has been shared. Is that true? That is kind of cool, actually. So, you don't have to have it hosted on one person's game. But how would... if we both played at the same time. Well, there's a water flea out here. That's not common. Yeah, if you host it and save it, it can load it to. I can load it tomorrow. If you join while I'm playing, I'm. Oh, I see. Cool. Can you actually lock a server then? Oh shit! I didn't get the tadpole meat from them nerds, did I? Because my bags are full. I didn't even think of that. Look at all that stuff I just deposited. So where's that meat that I didn't loot just now? Is it just lost? It's not on the surface. Weird. Lisa, welcome to the stream. So you can just lock it with a password, right? Oh. Once we quit, the save is synced and anybody on the whitelist can play. Huh. Why can't I jump out of the water, by the way? And you can password lock it and stuff. That's pretty neat. So you can give it to... So I could have, like... I don't know. Sothan and I could be the hosts. That is cool. Right, let me... I need more charcoal, Ashton. I suppose I'm going to have to still not go and work on the mixer. I got massively distracted there. I fully own up to being terribly sort of going off script. Or off the plan, I should say. But it's for the greater good. Because I'm assuming now that I can go and harvest more charcoal and get the heals. So while the sun's down, I'll nip and get the spud sprout things, whatever, muscle sprouts. Because if they respawn, I need to take advantage. I've not used all of my ash yet, Lisa, no, but I'm just making sure that I don't miss a respawn in case I need to. Pseudo-dedicated. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's neat. And you can organise between you who goes on at what time, right? I just don't want to miss out on... I want to make sure I get ash on every spawn, because I have... Obviously, please don't confirm this. I have a sneaky feeling that the final event is going to be defending those 3 raw science things. So I'm going to have to catch every ash respawn just in case I need it. If many people are on and the host wants to quit, everybody needs to log off and somebody else needs to host. Oh, so yeah, okay, so then somebody else just pops it back up and you can continue. Are they...
Having a little
Yeah, they're back up. Towers football. We got absolutely destroyed by a team significantly better and worth more and than ourselves. There was the slight chance that we might be able to get something, but it was brutal. Brutal. As I was saying at the start of the stream, it's better to go there and lose than sit at home and win, I think. There it is. Right, that's 30 more heals. These are the 2 things that I usually do off stream, but because yesterday was a shorter stream, the timing was fucked. Just don't support a shit team. And that works for you, Siddles, but most people's emotional support. Most people, it's in their souls as opposed to just picking good ones. How was the aftermatch brawl with the opposing team? It's good. It's good. But then when I got back from the 1970s, it was all fine. Which is why I support City, Arsenal, Real Madrid and Dortmund. True. Actually true. What position do you play? I'm left mid. And I only go watch, Dougie. I go and watch Leeds United. I don't play. Yeah, just only support the winners. And then you can't ever get bantered, right? And it's all about banter. Everybody loves banter. But yeah, it was fucking brutal. It's worrying now. Everybody's nervous. It's in your soul. I thought we could just get forced into supporting the team from their parents. They do. They do. But it takes over you if you go and watch long enough. Right. Ooh, I made one too many of that one. Now if I go to this... There we go. Deposit all that. No. I mean, I legit support a relegation battling team and a mid-table obscurity team. And Dortmund and Man City and everybody else. Gara CFC, welcome to the stream. Welcome back, I should say. I'm a Chelsea fan, sadly. I can see from here. I'm sure you're enjoying your year. I think cloverleaves was the one thing I didn't need. Is Richmond a real team? As an American, my knowledge of football comes from Ted Lasso. I don't know. It's not. There is a place called Richmond in North Yorkshire. But I don't think they've got a team worthy of anything like that. It must be made up. Chelsea seems like a swell person. Chelsea lives in a council house who can only have children to get benefits to pay for her fake tan and nails. Mazak. She's a very nice person. Barely any of that is true. So, Ted Lasso is probably something I would watch, but I really, really need a bit of distance away from a certain event that went on with my current club to give it any time or attention. I'll have to do it in the future. AFC Richmond. It isn't. I'm assuming it's like it's a made-up club for the show, right? Mazak's posh being from from Essex. It's algae is the other thing I need, right? And then I'm going to go for a coal run. Then I'm going to get building, I promise. It's 3 seasons. Yeah, I know. There's a particular reason I can't watch it just yet. Too painful. Oh, Essex, definitely posh. If you have the posh league table upside down, it's literally the poshest town in the country. Ted and Rebecca are awesome. My God, Rebecca, what a woman. Isn't that good? Made a lot of chavs high, mighty, and angry with that statement. What am I doing? I'm here for algae, right? I need 15. No, 14, in fact. Find me. Yeah. Right, 1, 2, 3. Hello. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There we go. I don't even think I needed that many in fairness. Essex, posh, good lord. Alright, this has all been for the greater good. Essex are all the rich kids who have no brain and think they're important. Rich? I think it's one of the lowest income areas in the whole country. Their Essex people are the ones that are poor but have a false sense of... I'm not saying poor is a bad thing. You know what I mean? Low-income people that have a terrible sense of what high income looks like and struggle to represent it. I am Gary, season ticket holder as well, unfortunately, so I was there last night. My cousin who lives in Essex thinks I'm a posh twat because I went to university. I love it. Alright, what was I going to do now? Next, even. Yeah, go over here. Property, I don't know. Been through all the, You've been through the ringer. I've had a season ticket since the season we went down in 2005, so I've seen some shite. A lot of shite. I'm in Berkshire, originally a superior Londoner. Superior. What am I here for? Scanning just to make sure that the... Yeah. Alright. This is kind of one of the maintenance streams. If I could get 10 minutes of work done on the mixer, then we're good. That distraction earlier was completely off the rails, and it's thrown me now. I need to get this stream back on track. Even though I benefited from it enormously, I'm thrown off from the plan. It's not Drekken now. No, normal stream, normal time. I fucking hope so. Yeah, everybody bitching and complaining because yesterday's stream was short. You realise you're getting less Doomhaus. The only thing I've seen is clips from The Only Way is Essex. Yeah, the kind of that show in general is people without much money trying to dress up like they have money. It's the not posh thinking they're posh kind of thing. And trying to act like it. Right, I've come down here at the wrong time. That was stupid. I've done this 800 times and I still get it wrong. I need to nip in here and get my stuff.
You can be smart, fast,
Good.
lucky, or just wear some armor.
Gemma Collins is a physical embodiment of Essex, to be fair. Thoughts on Bamford?
Tastes good.
The thing is our last three managers have completely refused to put anybody in front of him. And we've had Eddie and Ketia, for example, and they refused to play him in front of Bamford. And we've played three vastly different styles of football. Other than one good season, he's been terrible with the ball at his feet. But off the ball, our shape is heavily reliant on him. Like, if he could finish, he'd be deadly. But the way he leads the line and the way he holds the ball up and the way he splits defences and stuff is vital. But whenever he gets the ball at his feet, it's terrible. He dares shoot with his right foot. But he's better on the pitch than he is off it. And we've signed 35 million pound replacements for him, and neither of them have managed to supplant him because the shape's just so good with him. And he's been injury prone as fuck. But he's been with us for 4 years now, and it's hard to imagine the club without him. I'm sure Joey Essex is a character someone has made up. I hopefully one day will become... They get like so internet and so lost that I get described as a character somebody's made up. Look at that. One good thing about Bamford is he's pretty much pissed off most clubs in the country. He started at Chelsea, then Forest don't like him because he's a Forest fan that scores against them. Borough don't like him because because he played for them temporarily and left for Leeds. Palace don't like him for some reason, but they always boo him on the ball. I have no clue why. Burnley don't like him because Sean Dyche didn't like him when he was there. Funniest thing Joey Essex has done is go on 8 out of 10 Cats Does Countdown. Was he on that? He's another one of them people that he just exists in a light-hearted fashion. I've said it about a few people in the past, and I can't complain about that really. I wish I could just exist in a light-hearted fashion. The Yorkshire accent is made up, to be fair. Yeah, nobody speaks like this on purpose, right? Yeah, it was so funny. Jimmy was just openly ripping into him. Yeah, he's alright. It's a kind of happiness I wish I could tap into. I don't know if it's real, but still. What was the drink? Fizzy orange, I'll carry on, and thank you for nothing. The midstream break was chaos. Right, I've got all of my stuff on. I'm going to nip over now and grab myself the just respawned charcoal so I can make more ash walls, and then we'll go over and continue the build. Again, massively distracted first half of the stream, but we benefited from it enormously. Didn't Joey Essex do something on his mental health? I don't know. Rebecca and Joey were an absolute combo. Learned how to count to 10 for good vibes. There's a Yorkshire phrase. I don't know if you get it anywhere else, but the Yorkshire phrase is, I wouldn't mind being a bob behind him. If that makes any sense. If anybody understood that, then congratulations, but it fits with this. Gemma Collins did a piece on mental health. That's a responsible thing to do now, right? It feels like, especially as the internet's becoming more and more and more of a thing people fill their time with. I think it's going to be vital that everybody focuses on this stuff. The frame rate, by the way, is on screen. It's not you. Well, it might be you, but it's not you. It's me. How are you surviving this, mind, right? Just running around on the hot coals like it's nothing. Everybody stretch. Oh. I might have to... No, I got some clay, didn't I, when I was down by the trash heap. I got some clay from that, which is going to come in useful for making the ash walls. Because I need clay, ash, and rust. I think I'm alright for rust for now. Ow. Nearly got one shot by this nerd here. Wow, the frame rate's terrible around this ashy area. Let's get this done and save ourselves. I do feel like I need to tinker with my keybinds a little bit. My hot bar thing. It's not ideal. On WoW's dying breath, do you think they'll just open up servers for all expansions? Or do some dumb shit like Ogre playable race and Murlocs and shit? I don't know. Like, where does it end? That kind of thing. Because I don't think there's much... The MMO market's not really in a strong enough place for WoW 2, plus the pressure on that would be immense. But can it just go on forever? Is there something going on? Blizzard, you mean, Mina? It ended with the pandas. I did quite like... I'm with you, man, Mazza. As somebody that didn't like Burning Crusade or Wrath of the Lich King a great deal. Pandaria was the last sort of pleasant place I spent time in before I discovered private servers and left forever. I quite like quested in that area. Did a little bit of the raiding. Is there something going on? That game's been dying for the past 19 years, I suppose. Yeah, this expansion, people kind of liked it. At the start, at least. Shadowlands? What's that? I'm sweaty. So that's the debuff. The debuff for needing to drink faster is sweaty. I still remember discovering private servers for the first time. The game was still in vanilla. People got them pretty quick. Yeah, private servers... I remember that they existed and that people were fucking about, but I never actually realised that there was multiple people playing on them. I thought they were just like things people did with their friends. And then when I discovered that somebody actually had a private server of vanilla up, because I was like pretending to play vanilla at the time. Once I discovered that it existed, I was like, no way the private servers are actually that popular. This is mental. And then I logged on, spoke to a guy out in Elwyn Forest. I searched for people in Blackwing Lair, saw they were in it, said, is this server got like multiple guilds doing it? And they said, yeah, the server's brilliant. There's like 10 guilds on Horde and Alliance playing. I was like, roger that. Cancelled my WoW subscription, never been back. I suppose as long as the cow keeps giving milk, they'll continue to milk it. Precisely. This Pandaria is incredible. Most balanced the game's ever been. Blasphemy, you didn't like BC or Lich King. It's because there was less long-distance walks, wasn't it? I suppose. I mean, I could go on to the reasons why I wasn't a big fan of either of those two expansions, but... I don't need to now, I suppose, because I have vanilla servers that I can just play forever. And I'm raiding this evening. Dislike the balance, Warlocks were OP. We're playing different games. Warlocks were insane in Mr. Pandaria. I was a PvE Warlock in Mr. Pandaria, and it was mental. Never done MMOs. I did Destiny for a bit. It's a shame I stopped playing it. Yeah, I suppose Destiny is a bit of a like half breed, isn't it, between an MMO and... I suppose it's less it's sort of an MO, isn't it? It's multiplayer online role players are a thing. Is that B trying to knock my tower down? Really good Warlock in Method did 1.2 million DPS on an Affliction Warlock with all gear missing except the legendary cape, helm and weapon. I think why we've got better than anyone else since this open world PvP. And then they killed it with flying mounts, didn't they? The fuck was that?
was
Destiny has an unnecessary amount of stuff now, but in a good way. When it first came out, it was trash tier. Yeah, it did have a really unpopular launch, didn't it? Right, I'm going to stick all of this on to break down. Then, do I have any ash that's cooking out here? I do. Did you get the recipe for... Oh, it's there, look. Yes. It's a good job I knew about that as well. I read that before anybody checked it. But yeah, thankfully, yeah, I've got it, and thankfully I knew about that before I read it, because otherwise that might have given me a pointer towards something I didn't know about. Oh, unless you're asking me where I got it. I may have misunderstood you there, Gara. My mistake. Was you asking me where I got it from, or whether I've got it? It wasn't for how good the game actually played. It would have crashed. If it wasn't for how good it was, that's the thing about Destiny. Yeah, definitely. Oh, where did I get it? Sorry, Gara. My mistake. I'm so touchy when it comes to people giving advice. You get it if people don't want this information. By the way, close your ears. You get it from killing the Director Schmechter in the castle underneath. I think. That might not be true. I can't remember. Right. I need to take out the hauling thing. I should still have workers' comp on me, right? No, I didn't. Where did I put them? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. I thought you was hinting at something that I should have got or whatever, or talking about something that I might not have known about. Ignore me for being tetchy. Let me just gather some stuff, then we'll head back over and carry on the build. I'm just making a little bit more ash wall stuff. Did I have the... Oh, they're there. That's it. I don't know if anything is a spoiler. No, you're good, Baz. Keep it. Yeah, they did ditch Peter Dinklage. Dinklebot was the best thing about that for a while. Right, what am I here to grab? I want, for this build, some acorn pieces. I want some acorn tops. I'm going to take some dry grass, 30 sap. Then I will grab crude rope. This is just for lights and stuff in case I want to build around. I'll take that as well. Destiny has a flavour of the old Halo games. That gave it a fighting chance to become what it is now. Yeah, sorry, that was what I was going to say. The feeling of Destiny, the game feel was unbelievably good when it first came out, especially on console. How much charcoal ash is there ready? I don't want to go without getting a fair amount of this stuff being processed. Taken King. Yeah, that was known as the big make good, right? Did I get the ash stuff out of here? I did. Alright. I have on me all the building supplies I might need. I do need to change my gear. I hate how much I love Destiny. You stream it right, Chaz? Click Chaz's name. Give him a fucking follow. Hello, Southend statue. It's nice to see it. Right, let me put the armor back on. Where is the Black Ox Beetle? Not Black Ox Beetle. Yeah, Black Ox Beetle. I might as well get myself a buff on the way out, right? What? Is it you? It is. So touching that gives me a buff. That means I've got more attack power against Black Ox Beetles. Bungie has become some horrendous cockbags and I hate supporting their shenanigans, but I do like playing me some Destiny. Martin, you just made a really good point. I think... if I make... Can you put these on the floor? No, you can't. This has been the most distracted stream. I guess I was expecting to get disconnected, and now I haven't been disconnected. Where can I put this? I feel like making like a... Well, that was a mistake. And then mounting a sword. I'll tell you what I'll do instead. So then, we're going to mount a sword next to your statue. Where's fences? Oh, there. I'll just throw these out the window. Bit of a waste, but it's fine. What's Bungie done, Chaz? I don't understand how Bungie become cockbags. So I need to study the blade. I wonder where I can put this. I suppose I could put it up here, right? Is it under there? Mount a sword above the door for Sothen. Do I have any spare swords? Maybe my old black ant sword. Oh, there it is, look, with fresh on it. When I thought, for some reason, back early in the playthrough, I thought everything needed fresh damage on it. And it just very much didn't. But I decided it did. Then it's clear, right? So dirty and greedy now with how much they want to squeeze. Oh, so it's one of those kind of things. Any studio around for long enough to see the gamers leave and business come in will become by definition cockbags. Yeah, we kind of. So can I? Wait, can I put two swords up there? So there's the Black Ant sword and maybe the Lava Blade. Is that one? Yeah! No, it's a Spider Fang dagger. Where's the Lava Blade? I had a Lava Blade there. Wow, my two original swords. £1 million for an expansion. Oh, I can only put one. So what's the other slots? The shield. That's a shield, yeah. Fuck it, why not? There you go, Seth, then. They've even gone so far as to remove all the content from the game, but still charge full price for all the DLC. What, so you pay for the DLC and don't actually get it because the content's removed? Christ. Game is like a magnifying glass on all of the things wrong with capitalism. What did I miss? I looked away for a moment. So then, it was suggested that you and your statue in the trophy house should have a sword.
Gonna have a look around.
Don't want to pay for it. I'll pay for it, but not that much. So you're not going to pay for... Yeah, I suppose you definitely shouldn't be a WoW player then. Given that WoW players are the people that pay a subscription every month. Okay, done. Mazak pays 2. So then, this guy. I'd have to play enough to justify it. I get the game is getting bigger, but there's plenty of ways that can leave all the content for people who didn't get a chance to experience it. A lot of gear/weapons is locked behind DLC, I see. I suppose if you're charging for it, it's like Sea of Thieves has content, has like 3 or 4 hour story missions every sort of. I mean, it's cooled off now because we're in between like big stories, but all of 2022, for example, they had like 2 or 3 hour story things that you had to do that month, and then they were gone. To keep the story relevant, instead of adding to a big pile, it keeps the eras distinct, right? But I suppose they weren't charging for them. If they were charging for them, then that'd be scummy. Like you got your money's worth out of the $10.99 My Summer Car, precisely. See, I think it's interesting. They're doing a game as a service right, in my opinion. Truth. Absolute truth. There is nothing I can't experience because I don't pay anything in the store or buy anything other than cosmetics. Whereas in Sea of Thieves, I'm going to need some Sea of Thieves this evening to cure my brain from the sheer grind of this Hogwarts shit. Somebody play Sea of Thieves with Siddles. Siddles, Mina, Razor. Fought of the damned grinding. I can see it from here. When I go on Sea of Thieves kicks, I usually dump $20 into new cosmetics just because you like supporting it. Yes. Easy Green, welcome to the stream. And good morning. And there's me playing Mighty Doom on my phone. Mighty Doom's not a service game, right? Do you guys like Sea of Thieves? I think it's good, just a bit repetitive, and every time I see other pirates, I get killed. Yes, we are a huge Sea of Thieves community. They have DLC inside of DLC. Like dungeons locked behind buying older season passes, but you can't acquire any of the older rewards. Oh, yeah, that does so. Come fight me. Oh, that block was timed well. One problem I have with fighting these nerds is that it's hard to see when I'm swinging my chopper. It's hard to see what the attack pattern because the screen's wobbling about so much from me swinging my weapon. I don't know aggro that ladybug, but this Black Ops beetle's about to die from poison. Black Ops horn. Yes, I got a horn. The whole game is trying to stop me from actually making it to the objective. I need them as well, don't I? My bags are so full. I need to get to this rally point. It's like Sea of Thieves saying, hey, do this mission, you need to buy an old season pass, but you don't get any rewards and it's still full price. That is daft. Have they actually tried to explain it or justify it anyway? Yeah, I've never seen a game with more content than Sea of Thieves. It's like Mina and I set a goal early last year of completing one of the 9 sections, and we must have put 600-700 hours in or something stupid. It feels like it anyway. Maybe not that. We put 200 hours in or something daft. And we're still miles off. There's 2 full story campaigns and then enormous amounts of kind of really varied content. New story content every month. Apart from now because we're off season. New seasons every year. Nobody's ever completed it, for the record. Like I said, I like it. It's all just so similar, and the only thing you can get when paying is more cosmetics. I guess I don't see the similar thing, really. And that bothers me. When did you last play, Dougie? It's a cash cow game if you don't want to grind for upgrades. Good old microtransactions, this is true. Yeah, the story content last year was mental. Is that another Black Ops beetle? I need to kill him with horns. Ow! Drag him away from those stairs. I haven't played in a year or more. 2022 was insane for it. In fact, 2023's been insane for content added as well. It might just not be a game that you're that into, I suppose. And I think one of my favourite gaming experiences has been in Sea of Thieves this year. Which was us making business deals with other crews to get something done. I loved it, but I wish I could play and chill without having to watch my back every 30 seconds. I just like the environment and atmosphere of sailing and treasure hunting. I think we all go through that in Sea of Thieves. Wishing there was private servers where you didn't have to encounter any pirates or thieves. But the more you play, the more you realise how terrible that would be for the game. Right, I came here with... I Sea of Thieves not putting in a private server. You can see why, eventually. I'm going to keep all of this... No, maybe shouldn't put the stuff in here, should I? This can be for, major building materials. This can be for everything else. Clay, crude rope. I don't know why I brought that with me. There's multiple things I didn't need to bring, but I was so sort of nervous to get actually on with the main goal of today's stream that I kind of forgot. It's got similarities to Stranded Deep, which I'm loving. I think my only issue is I can't get into it as something else. Yeah, that's fine. It's fine. I suppose it's not for everybody, right? Sea of Thieves is a pirate game. Pirates, PvP, and griefing are expected and required in my opinion. You need to be able to be stolen from, I think. Right, look at this, if you weren't here yesterday. This was yesterday's goal. There is a mixer in among all of this, as you can probably guess. But the things that arrive for this are ticks and... do you not like?
Let's see what's around here.
Busted and fresh. Oh, these nerds. These nerds are primed to take damage from this hammer. But I will as well, because they hurt. Look at the damage. Ow! That's... Okay, so they do 60% health. Or 55 at least. I'm gonna die. Max. Okay, luckily it was poisoned. I do like the fighting aspect. No issue with that. It just feels like I get melted so quickly. Yeah, sorry. I was going to say, I think we all go through that period of where we'd like to spend more time in it, or would like to just relax in it. And eventually it comes by you sort of learning how to like keep your eye over your shoulder and like protect yourself from the thieves that the game is designed for it. And then the slight competence you get, it feels so good. Especially when you... There's nothing better than getting attacked and repelling the bastards or sinking them. Also, asking for a friend, it doesn't ruin dieting when you don't eat all day to purposefully order yourself a P-word as a treat to keep under your daily calorie count. What kind of P-word keeps you under your calorie count, though? You can't put on 10 pounds in a day, right? So, cheat days are always useful. I think it's just more repetition. You could probably eat 3 meals on a P-word. The damage would be similar. Watching Boxy and Beard made me better at cannons, no question. Beard's cannons is terrifying. Then let me now, I suppose I have all the ash I need. Let me grab some just so I've got it in my pockets. Let's continue work then. Small P-word with veg on. Sounds like a challenge, to be honest. What, managing to get a P-word under 1,000 calories? Or putting 10 pounds on it. I don't really need a lot of height at the back, do I? Because I think most of the mosquitoes are going to come from the front, but I feel like I need to like really, really stack this upper part. Maybe put another layer on top. You know what I might do? Chaz brought up the turrets yesterday, and I think it's a good idea. To have the turrets... But I might have, like, a couple of towers set up that I can zip line between. So while the ticks are getting killed by the... While the ticks are getting killed by the stink grenades, whatever they're called, poison arrows, venom arrows, I can sort of zip around between a bunch of turret setups and shit on some nerds. The mosquitoes specifically. Imagine, so one up there, like one up there maybe, and then one on a tower over there, so I've got all angles covered and I can just sort of move around between. That sounds dumb and fun and I like the idea of it. I think we should do it. My calorie deficit is aiming to be around 1,500, so a small P-word will fit in that bracket. I think 1,500 definitely, yeah. I think, to be fair, you can get most, like, even most, like, daft cheap cheese P-words and stuff that you can get from places. If it's a takeaway, no chance. But if you get something from, like, Tesco or whatever that you're warming up, two Yorkshire, that you're warming up, then they're all around, like, 1,100, aren't they? Or small ones like 800 or whatever. Yeah, you'll be fine. Cardi, welcome to the stream. Good afternoon. Depends what your goals are. More consistent calories is better. I mean, you need to have a splurge day though, right? So your head stays screwed on. I'm an idiot and have nothing in and I'm too busy at the moment to go out and go to the shop. A takeaway one, I think all bets are off. Not yet, Mazza. Sorry, Cardi. No, I've had to do sort of maintenance stuff, you know, go and get heels and go and get coal and stuff as usual. But I got temporarily distracted by Sothan and I brainstorming where the final thing I need to scan is, and accidentally made 2 massive discoveries. So it's been a very good day, despite the fact that there's not been a lot of mixer progress done. I really don't have a lot of ash left, I've just noticed. I should probably focus more on the outside, right? Where did the ticks come from? They came from this direction and that direction, didn't they? So I might have to make some bullshit here too. God, good afternoon. Don't need that one, do it. Maybe. I'm assuming the ticks can just walk over this stuff, but I'm really running out of ash quick. Was even considering getting it, but without the cheese, but I think, what's the fucking point of that? True. You almost need your cheat day to be ridiculous, so it tides you over for the week. You slack on your cheat day and you end up just wanting another one really quick. I'm a big boy, I'll box off a whole P word. Yeah. One of them done. Make sure you clear your plate type, so if they give me a spare garlic bread or something, I'm going to eat the fucking thing. No, Maz, no. Don't be a monster. Listen to your body. No right answer for everyone. Nothing wrong with a small veggie pizza. Ditch the crust if you ditch anything. Just a bowl of toppings. I'm worried about running out of ash stuff. I can always make more, but it takes a lot of time because you're waiting for respawns essentially. And this is a lot, and I don't have any more in store anyway, do I? I'm also worried about this backside because it's like 1 layer thick. So it might be sensible to come out one. But it's ticks, right? I don't know. I think I've got enough height at the top. I just need to build out walls like this now, but I'm worried the ticks just jump over. If you had no cheese with it, it'd look as shit as August pie. I like how August pies continue to get shit on today, I appreciate it. Ditch the P word, get a black pudding Scotch egg, it's a fucking bad boy piece of food. Martin had a black pudding Scotch egg this morning and he's been
Tastes good.
pretty much saying that, Max. Yeah, you're right. So that's 100. I think I've got more. Wait. I don't think it's actually pulling from the amount of ash I have available in the base, in the rally point. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 100. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. The number I was thinking of was 17. Alkirion last to vote. Bybeat's 10 away. Siddles is 13 away. It's Bybeat, right? Right, this is called Operation Rally Point Bybeat. Because I've got Rally Point Augur, Rally Point Trim, and now Rally Point Bybeat. Wait, I don't need to go a level higher, do I? I need to be spreading out. So the little base up top's called Rally Point Baby. The first orange rally point. May it be the most successful. Yeah, I am going to go out, bro, instead of forwards. I'm going to go out a layer as... Game? Can you still hear me? The internet's not gone off, has it? You can still hear me. Say the word bums if you can hear me. Oh, the git! I haven't saved in a hot minute, have I? Alright, so you can all hear me. Good. Finally enough fuel to get a new car for stream races. Fuck! The game's crashed. It does this whenever I'm around the mixers. Autosave might have saved me. I can't even close the game. Come on, Task Manager, save us. Come on, Grounded, you got this. It's not looking good. Alright, let's force end it. Shit. Alright, hopefully autosave saved us a little bit there. Yeah, I've got a whole rest of the week meal planned, and that's what I'll be cooking tomorrow. Just need something for today. And I thought I woke up late and I haven't eaten, and not much in at the moment that isn't free from because of the missy stuff. It literally tastes like cardboard. I mean, you could go to a shop or something, right? Oh, fuck, I pressed Control-Alt-Delete as you two sent 2 bits in. The alerts have been on for ages with no bits. It's been an hour since the last bits. I press Control-Alt-Delete, turn the alerts off, and then...
This is an important message I hope doesn't get muted.
There we go. You nerds.
Stop panicking. The Valheim community didn't cut your stream, you scrub.
I actually forget to point this out. One of the things about the Valheim community guy that we joke about is the fact that he said... He came in, he didn't even say hello, he just walked into the channel and posted pictures of his build. Walked straight into Discord and posted pictures of his build. Okay, this is really, really not lost much progress. We're good. He posted pictures of all the stuff he'd built in Valheim. This is the same guy. Thank you both for the bits, by the way. Mazak, thank you for the big bits. And then we were like, that's a bit weird, isn't it? You just come in, join a Discord just so you can post pictures of shit you've built. It's a bit egotistical. And he said, I have never once had any negative reactions to me posting my amazing builds. This is the first time I've ever had a negative internet interaction or something. That was the same guy, if I recall. It might be still there somewhere, yeah? I don't know how you'd find it, though. This is like fucking April last year or something. No, yeah, somewhere around there. But it was the stream where he was saying this. So it wasn't the same guy, Siddles, no. Weird was Valheim. One of the newest community. I don't think so, Doug. You know, we've met a lot of people during Grounded. But you're class of 2022, so you're up there. Did he ever get any positive reactions? Maybe the reaction here was his first one. Yeah, maybe. That's the internet, right? I say it a lot, but it's the attention economy on the internet. It makes people do strange things. I'm sat here streaming right now, so I fully acknowledge the irony. Guy came into my stream last week, spoke a little. Oh, I see, sorry. Guy came into my stream last week. 1 second.
If you wanna check my builds, I just posted my YouTube in your Discord. What? What do you mean that's weird behavior? I've never once had anyone ever complain about me self-promoting in someone else's channel with no prior discussion about it.
Well, it wasn't that it's self-promotion, because I don't really have any issue with self-promotion. It's just that it was... I don't know, it's just a strange thing to do. It's like, I'm really proud of my builds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to search on the Valheim community, immediately join their Discords, and just spam pictures of it without even speaking to them. Like... I guess it's self-promoting your builds. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's a bit rude. I don't think it's as rude as much as it is. It's just a very telling about their personality, right? It reflects worse on them than it does on their behaviour or whatever. Funny though.
Sub to the DM, watch my shitty My Summer Car streams. With my vanilla Satsuma build.
There you go. Actually genuinely do that. Yeah, people can self-promote all they want. Because I think the actual answer to it is, if somebody's self-promoting a Twitch channel somewhere where there isn't a natural place to do it, should I be building that high in this corner?
Having a little peep.
The reaction to your reaction is telling. Yeah, like what was I going to say? Yeah, I think actually walking into somebody else's channel and trying to advertise your own, it's a net negative effect, right? Nobody's going to respect that and think, oh yeah, I like this guy's personality. I might click his channel and give him some more of my attention. Like, nobody's going to do that, are they? Quick sorry would go along. Yeah. Well, I didn't even need an apology from the guy. Like, it was just interesting to sort of think about somebody doing stuff like that. We have had people before. I remember in Resident Evil 2, I was playing that game on Halloween, and somebody came in saying, "Hi everybody, I hope you're enjoying the game. This is one of my favourite games, and I'm going to stream it right now over on my channel if you'd like to come join." In the chat of my chat while I was playing it. Amazing. So I sent everybody over there. Guy came into my stream last week, spoke a little bit, requested a song, joined the Discord, but didn't follow. Not that it bothers me or anything, it just seems a bit odd. Yeah, that is strange. I think it's... I think the follow feature is one of the most misunderstood things on Twitch. Like, I think because people have, like, see follower amount as a metric to success, it's made people think that you should thank people for following. I suppose I've had this discussion a trillion times. I suppose you can say, like, you can be grateful that people find your content so engaging that they want to see more of it. And whenever anybody follows this place, I very much am. It's a nice feeling to think that somebody wants to watch more of this. But they didn't press the follow button as a favour to me. Did they? They didn't do it for me, they did it for themselves. That was them bookmarking something on the internet. Imagine if I bookmarked Amazon.com and I got a private message from Jeff Bezos saying, "Thanks for bookmarking." I don't feel like... I feel really uncomfortable thanking followers. Like, because it's like I'm making it about me when it's not that much about me. I don't know. So maybe Siddles, following is not actually something that they would get any use from, but being in a Discord of a streamer they like, maybe would. I hope that's not a pretentious thing to say, because it's probably the opposite, right? It's a bit of an imposter syndrome thing, but... I don't know, I've been here for a long last time, and I still think it'd be rude to just announce that I stream without at least asking you if it's alright first. That's true, that's true. Twitch, for the most part, is actually free. True. Subs and everything, 100%, because that's somebody putting their hand in their pocket to say, this is content good enough that I would like to give you a treat. I definitely, that's definitely something you
Raid time.
Thank.
Hi, I just raid my stream of Grounded DLC, which only I have because I'm no one Grounded player. Say thanks to me for people following you, and you should watch me instead because I'm much better.
Got all the knowledge. You've even got an outpost named after you, Bybee, right? Bybee, I'll appreciate the follow whatever directly to the person if they chat, but otherwise don't call them out on it. For the record, Siddles, and I know you don't, we've had this discussion a million times, I'm not saying that you think that... I don't think that you need to hear this, but... I certainly aren't calling anybody out for thanking followers. I completely understand, because it feels like a compliment, right? But it doesn't feel like my right to... I don't know. It's like saying, you've just done this thing for your own good, but I've seen it as a compliment to me, so I'm going to thank you for doing it. Which... I think I'm just being too sensitive to this stuff, but... Do people have any idea where I'm coming from with this? I thanked for followers when I was trying to get affiliate. Also, I think people interact with streamers to hear their name said. They do, reckon that's one of the reasons I turned off follower alerts. It was mostly for not calling out lurkers, but it was also because I think if people are just in the channel to gather information, to get attention, then it's probably the wrong stream for them, right? I'm too socially awkward to thank people for followers. And I don't... You could say maybe give them a welcome to the stream or something, but as somebody that lurks a lot on Twitch, I 9 times out of 10 wait until somebody's gone offline before I follow, just in case they've got follower alerts on, because I don't want my name to pop up, and I don't want to have to sort of say hello or whatever because I followed and it's popped up really big on the screen and they've acknowledged it. If I get called out while lurking, I'm gone. And following can call out lurkers, right? I hate being called out. I'll make people aware of me if I want. Some streams I just want to lurk and only follow to save the stream. Precisely. There is people, I firmly believe there are people that know, that just lurk in the stream and have never put their head above the water. That have watched every second of full playthroughs and never said anything. And I think it's their right to not say anything. So if they follow, I don't want their name to pop up and for me to call them out if they just want to watch. Because I am the world's biggest lurker. I barely write anything in Twitch chats. Sometimes in Siddles, or sometimes in Sothans, or sometimes in Chrismans or Cheeky or whatever. But as there is, I want to do everything I can to protect lurkers. I lurk here and never chatted. I'd be mortified if you called me out, you know. Yeah, thankfully we don't know who you are and I've never met you yet. You watch my stream? I always have a memory, Siddles. I've been really ill one night. And she was down here watching something and it was making me feel badly and I didn't want to sit on the PC, so I went upstairs, because we've got a TV upstairs as well, because we're that posh. And I sat on the bed, I was like, oh, I need to entertain myself. And you were streaming Fallen Order. And I just sat and watched the full thing on my phone. Only really chatting here and on Slopsy's channel. Yeah, exactly. It's...
2 TVs? Are you from Essex or something?
Is that really, Siddles? I think you've said this before and it surprised me. Yeah, Gara, I can't reload saves, you see, so if I fail this, then I want to put down every ash wall that I own, because if I fail this event, on war mode as well, don't forget, if I fail this event and all of this gets destroyed, I would be mortified. So I want to put as much down as possible to give myself 100%, as good a chance as possible to survive this event. I'm worried about the mosquitoes still, because it's not really thick up top, is it? If I'm lurking in a stream, you're lurking here as well, I see. If I'm lurking in the stream, it's because I'm slightly judging you in my ivory tower of sweaty basement dwelling. I chat in small streams where it matters. We have discussions here. Big channels are something different. They are. But big channels, I don't think, lack value. Everybody I've ever spoken to says they prefer smaller streamers because they can interact with the streamer. Like, pretty much everybody entirely says that. But I think biggest channels have I always watch, like, huge channels. Like, you see, I don't know, Asmongold or somebody that's got, like, 30,000 or 60,000 viewers. And chat becomes less about the individual and more about the temperature of the channel, which I've always found interesting. Like, he looks over not to receive messages from specific people. He looks over to gauge the temperature of the entire place in reaction to what he was saying. Like, you become part of a whole, and it's pretty good. 3 of them flooded in for the last battle, which made it stupidly hard for myself now, I realise. Oh, I see. So it might not, because I don't think I watched that last battle, but I definitely watched that full first stream. You fell asleep to that stream. It was very boring. Can I... Right, I'm actually down to my final ash. I don't know whether I should use the remainder of it. Oh, shit. The remainder. Because this is substantial now. Because the ticks are obviously ground level bastards. But it's the mosquitoes I'm worried about. But once this is done, this is the final mixer. And I actually discovered by accident today where I need to take the mixer parts. Because we was having a discussion about the assistant manager, and I accidentally stumbled into the area where I need to be to hand in the mixer stuff with the black antler.
I'm all about that 1-bit TTS span though. It gets expensive on those big stream edgelord scrubs.
True. Which is why, another one of the many reasons why I'd rather keep this channel to about 25 viewers or whatever. I know it stretches up and around that, but if it got ridiculous, we wouldn't be able to behave anywhere near as much as we currently do, right? I don't mind big streams, I'll just stay quiet because it gets loud. True that. Yeah, chat becomes a single entity, and I think that's pretty good. Yeah, you don't watch them to socialise, Mina. Well done. It's well done. Well done, Mina. Well done. That's a good point, well made. Well said, I meant to say. Well done. Most patronising statement in history. Well done, Mina. Everybody give Mina a round of applause. Well said, I should say. Final Ash, so you caught them all. I did. I've got Ash Ketchup, Leslie Ash, Ash Bandicoot, and Ash Wednesday. Ah yes, the joy of being part of a collective. You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. You will have nothing and you will be happy. I watched the DayZ guy called Sour, and he's recently streamed DayZ playing with Shroud and hit 2.5k where he's usually at 900. But it's still a place where he can read individual messages and people can conversing with each other in his chat. So it feels like not just a hive mind. Co-Carnage is good for that as well. I think it's a responsibility of the streamer to stop. I always remember there's the Swedish streamer called Forsen. His chat is ridiculous, and it's like the worst example of how a big chat can get. But it's because he allowed it to be like that. Like, his chat it's just noise. Constant noise. With 20,000 viewers. Whereas Co-Carnage can have 20,000 viewers, and it pretty much functions like this chat. Like, I think if you just... Because Forsen's is just people spamming walls of emotes and messages just disappear in a heartbeat. And Asmongold's channels, like Asmongold could sit with 65,000, and despite the fact that I was saying the whole thing about the temperature of the chat, you can still read individual messages. I think you maybe have 25 actual people. Another Twitch TV viewer is here. Fucker watches every stream though. What a guy! You did so well. Congratulations. Co was the first channel you ever watched. Summit 1G. It's just noise. Co's self-governs pretty well. It's good. Yeah, exactly. But I worry about if this place grew too much. Whether or not it would lose the whole point of why we're doing it, right? For the dumb identity rubbish. Sorry, Cardi, I missed that message. I only watch 2 big channels, Lobos Junior and GDQ. The rest are all small ones where we can chat. Yeah. I guess I've always seen myself as a really terrible chatter. I thought for some reason I get in my own head when I'm talking in channels. And every time I put the stream down, I think, how the hell do those people do it? Oh, you knobheads. So I kind of don't really understand how it functions. Gwynblade replaced his own PS... Wait, have you not electrocuted yourself, Gwynblade? Look at Gwynblade over here upgrading his PC. And they said you were too old to be able to do it to function. Imagine. What do Booper know? Living in Essex, we get private healthcare. Not actually living in Essex for the record. This is a big fucking build. What time is it? Holy shit, I've got 9 minutes left. I started building on this, I had like an hour left. This is one of the stupidest builds. I hope this works. Right, next job, I'm going to build a bunch of towers around this area so we can hit our shot. So we'll have a load of zip lines to whiz around and stuff. Oh, there was never going to be Elkirion there. I feel like the streamer is responsible for how it grows. Definitely, definitely. If you let it get out of hand in the name of growth, it will turn to shit. Co was always, if you're going to be a twat, don't be here, I don't need you. Exactly. And I always think that's one of the biggest mistakes people make in streaming in general, is accepting anything for the sake of growth. If you're just happy to see somebody, you'll put up with all sorts of shit, right? Just because it's one extra number, and I don't think it's the sensible thing to do. You're supposed to be finding the right people, right, as opposed to just anybody. Which is why I never advertise. Have you ever seen a Doomhaus advertisement anywhere? A link in any other channel or anything like that? Despite the bullshit, the conversation here tends to be...
Number 3, E.
Lundios, welcome to the street. It is mad, to put Doomhaus bullshit aside. It is crazy to think... Oh yeah, that was the Grow House days in 2016, I mean. There definitely was back then, and I realise how ugly it can be, and how out of hand it can be. We met so then, please. Lundios, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the 3 years. To put Doomhaus bullshit aside, it is crazy that we are hitting the point now where Lundios, Mindright, and Scotty have been here for 3 fucking years. Because they all came around the same time during that Subnautica playthrough. 3 years is mental. Lundios, welcome to the stream, and thank you for the 36 months. And the 36 bits. Look at that green rain. Look. Oh, it was only 3. That's fine. Could have been worse. Thank you, Lundios. And how are we this afternoon? Thank you for the sub. Abstractful, welcome to the stream. Also, sorry for spamming chat. Spending the day provisioning iPads, and I'd rather do literally anything else, including cease to exist. Hey, good if we're having a conversation about something. We're having a conversation, right?
Tastes good.
I will say that whatever success this place has, look at that for green rain. Look at that's just propaganda at this point.
Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1, Shamrock 1.
It's just propaganda, that's all it is. Lundios, thank you for the big bits. And welcome to the stream as always. I appreciate the sub too. Thank you for the huge amount of bits in the sub. Good afternoon. You advertised to stay away from here. Yeah, I saw what happens when you... Because Swifty and I went hard when this channel was first created. He was the one that streamed. I was on screen for the record, but while he was the one doing all the technical stuff, I was doing Grow House bullshit. And it was ugly. And this... Because I guess... You know, we've been doing this for so long that story's probably not been told often enough. But you know what? Fuck it. Nobody asked, so I'm not telling. But yeah, I just think... I mean, we spend all day, every day, discovering things on the internet that have been made by people who just want their numbers to go up, right? And they'll do anything and make anything to make sure they do it. I think it's ugly, and it's kind of against the point of being on this platform, right? You know what I mean? Maybe being slightly too judgmental, but if I am, press 1. Right, I'm good. Fast running out of time, and I need to also get home and make sure I am home for the midstream. Sorry, for the end of the stream, which has come around really fucking quickly. So let me just have a look at what this base looks like now. Not this base, this mixer. So you could say I went over the top with the fucking mower mixer. But this one's ridiculous. As far as we can tell, the only things that attack this mixer are mosquitoes and ticks. The roof is double thickness. I could also put a layer of grass planks across the top, which I might do tomorrow. The floor, That is such a thick wall. Ticks at the bottom, mosquitoes at the top. If I use stink arrows, let me see. No, because there's nothing that's really susceptible to poison, is there? Do you reckon I could clear it as it is now? What I'm thinking of doing is having like a tower, a turret here, where I can fire stones at the mosquitoes. Maybe one over this side where I can fire stones at the mosquitoes. And one, I could just be on the floor, and I've zip lines between all of them. So I've got all the angles. And then just use this, not this, I'm in the wrong section. Just use the crossbow with poison arrows to hit my shots all around it. Do you think we have an attempt tomorrow? Because we are kind of fast running out of stuff. Right. Rally point bye beat. Goodbye for today. At some point this week I want that mixer to fall. So that's what we'll do. But 55 is where I finish this stream usually, and it's about to be 55 on the clock right now. So allow me to head over to the base and we'll save. And get out of here. I did a full... Did anybody here predict a full 3-hour stream without an internet drop? Amazing. It's not gone off all day yet. Apparently there's an engineer coming out on Thursday. That's another thing. Because I've got an engineer coming out to sort the internet, I might have to start Thursday's stream slightly later. Does that cause for a cancel? Should have been a prediction. Yeah, there should have been a prediction. Alright then. Shall we do a prediction tomorrow where... Alright, a prediction tomorrow. At the start of tomorrow's stream, if you're there in the first sort of 15 minutes, I'm going to do a prediction for whether or not I have an internet outage. Because my internet's been as rock solid as it's been up to this point. Has been having issues this weekend, and they're here to fix... They've been over the last few days to try and fix it on their end, and they've booked an appointment to come into the house to fix it on Thursday. So maybe tomorrow we do a prediction as to whether or not we have a disconnect. Does that sound good, everybody? Deal. Right. Let's remind me about that Martin, actually.
This is awesome!
Let's go back to base, and that should be perfect full circle stream. And in fact, we're going to end in a place we don't usually end. Instead of standing by the bed, I think we take full advantage of the Mindright balcony. Good shit. So, I got slightly distracted earlier, but I did find, for those that weren't here for the start of the stream, I found the one thing, harmless creature that I hadn't got the card for yet. And there is a type of gnat around the trash area. Sothan sort of led me over in that direction accidentally. And I was like, oh, I'll just check around here. I have everything. I've scanned everything. It's beautiful. Then I went and got a bunch more molars and a bunch of stupid bullshit. Then we came back and I went and did a full heal run and a full coal run. And then we got some major building work done on the mixer. That was a good stream. That was a highly productive stream. And Max has earned a rest. And he can have one. We will see him tomorrow. As we do every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of every week. For more Grounded. Right, I'll see you tomorrow for the next stream. Thank you all for joining. Welcome to the new followers today. I appreciate everybody being here, as always. Thank you all for the bits. Thank you for the subs, the hosts, the raids, and everything. We'll do a little sneaky bit of marbles and we'll get out of here. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you all. But get out of my fucking house. How about that? I haven't said that in a while. I feel like Rodhead would be disappointed in me for not saying it enough. Boys and girls.
Natalie Portman.
Let's get some marbles played, shall we? Right, everybody in the Doomhaus Discord. Why is that playing? Everything's all fucked up. As you all know, when you join the Discord for the first time, which is linked down below, you get assigned a colour, be it green or orange. The greens and the oranges compete at the end of every stream to determine who is the person of the century of the day, which is decided in a single run of marbles on stream. Martin, thank you for the bit. If you would like to join in for today's marbles, you must of course be in Discord because it's a green versus orange competition, and if you've not joined the Discord, you don't belong to a team, and why the hell would we let somebody without a team into a team game? Imagine. If you're in there though, however, and you would like to compete, you must simply type the password and I will give you a marble. If your marble wins, then you get the golden name. The password for today is distracted. Natty Dread. Cute, welcome to the stream, is in for the oranges. We've also got Satan for the oranges. Martin for the greens. Taxlight, welcome to the stream for the oranges. Siddles for the oranges. Abstractl, welcome to the stream. I actually did see you earlier. I was going to go back and welcome you, Abstractl. If I didn't and I forgot, then it's the most Stubbler thing in the world. Otherwise, welcome to the stream, Abstractl, however. Good morning. Mina for the oranges. Trim, welcome to the stream for the greens. Bybeat for the oranges. Lundios for the greens. Alcarion for the oranges. Cardi for the greens. Gwynblade for the greens. Easy Green for the greens. Dougie for the greens. Chaz for the greens. And Drecker for the greens. That was not a bad guess. 17. I'll take that. Roger that. We've got Kitten, Satan, Martin, Tagslack, Siddles, Abstractl, Mina, Trim, Bybeat, Lundios, Alcarion, Cardi, Gwynblade, Easy Green, Dougie, Chaz, and Drecker. 9 oranges. No, wait. 7 oranges and 10 greens. I thought for a split second that was going to be pretty orange favoured, but no, the greens have the most marbles as always, but despite that are losing 75 to 49. Greens have square balls, pass it on. First person to pick another one to pick up. Go. Martin's picking for today, and he's picked 2 presses of the random button. Gets us to the level hop, skip, and jump. 17 marbles into the race, boys and girls, and we're going 3, 2, 1. Right, if you haven't got 2 points. Yesterday, was it who won yesterday? The stupid thing. Oh, it's Trim, wasn't it? Trim, Sothan, Cheeky Cellist, Gwynblade, Scotty, and Augur have all qualified for Eurovision, right? They've been the last 7 to qualify since you need 2 points to confirm your spot. Or, no, 6 out of 7 have been green. Awful. Hop, skip, and a jump is the name of the level. Eric is the record holder at 1 minute and 19 seconds, and the music will let us know when to go. Best of luck, everybody. If you've got 1 point, you can still qualify for Eurovision, but you have to earn it. If you've got 2, you already have earned it. Is that a good way of saying it? Even if you have 0 points, there is still a chance. The greens are absolutely stacking it. Still not qualified, am I? I think I only have 1 point. It's in the pins in Discord. Let me have a look, Dougie. Yeah, no, you've got 1. Harry, Mina, Hagsy, Dougie, 12, and Martin all need another point to completely qualify for Eurovision, in which you will be assigned a colour. So you have 7. Look at Bybeat and Tagslack trying to flex their points. I see. Dougie just said he wants another point and he's out early. Look at this from Dougie. Drecker, have you won yet? Oh, Drecker just palms Lundios off. Alcarion for the oranges in first place. Lundios for the greens. Has fallen Lundios. That is a chop. Alcarion got out real. Is he going to make that jump? Alcarion, what a skip. Cardi's here right behind him now. Alcarion lost a lot of speed. Chaz went for the skip and fucked it. Worth a try. Alcarion should be the most advanced right now. Kitten goes for the skip as well. Fucked it. I think Alcarion's in the lead as we speak. Gwynblade, Abstractl, Trim still looking to make that big leap. Trim, your current person of the century of the day. He can't make it though. There's still some shit to go yet, so I wouldn't count your chickens yet. But it's Cardi and Drecker for the greens in first place. Alcarion fell behind. Okay, Cardi looking to stretch his lead. No, catch up to those in the lead. Drecker looking to get his first point of the campaign. Drecker could potentially qualify for Eurovision right here. Is this Drecker's first ever person of the century of the day? He's neck and neck with Cardi. Can he make it? Oh! Cardi over here stealing a fellow Green's first win. And Cardi is your person of the century of the day.
Greens, 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 greens.
Cardi ties Bybeat and Cats in second place, getting his 6th point of the year. And the Greens are now up from 49 to 50 points. I'll be honest, the Greens are dominating marbles. The Greens are doing exceptionally well. I've been beaten by less than a second 3 times. That was fucking tight. We'll have to just check that. 140 point. Look at that.
A green stealing another green's win. I've never seen it done before.
I know, right, mate. Eurovision does have a wild card slot. I guess I need to explain it. Cardi, congratulations, by the way. Let me put the crown on Cardi's head. That is his 6th point of the campaign, and good work to him. Where's Cardi's name here? Cardi, crown on your head. Good work. Sothan's also a crown. Trim, where's Trim? Fucking Trim. These names, I can't find the bastard in the list. There he is. Alright, Trim's crown is off. Thank God his name's gone with it. There we go. Right, I suppose I should explain. Does Eurovision... Congrats, Cardi, fuck you, and I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, Eurovision, so there are 26 countries, right? I think there's 22 people already with 2 points or more. There's a while to go yet, it's next month. Everybody, the top 26 will all be assigned a country, right? And if your country wins, you get 5 points. If your country comes second, you get 3. And if your country comes third, you get 1. So it's a big swing. But if you have 1 point, technically there are spots remaining, right? So the more people that get 2, the less people from the 1 gap can qualify. So those people will have a marble race, and if there's 3 spots remaining, the top 3 will get in. So to have a point means you've got more chance if you don't. But one person that's got 0 points has a chance to get in the group with the people that have 1. So even if you have 0 points, you could find your way all the way in. I think, was it Garfs that had 0 points and managed to get himself a country in the World Cup? Oh, there's a fabulous loser spot, Drecker. You've got a shrinking chance, but if you've got 2 points, you're already qualified. Right, I've rambled enough. I'm going to get out of here and try and close the stream before the internet goes off. Good work, everybody. Cardi, personal cinch of the day. That's your 6th of the year. You're joint 2nd with Bybee and Cat. And that's where I get to say goodbye. Good shit, that. I enjoyed that stream today. Also, I'm kind of really glad that I found that thing in the Black Ant Lab. It was from an accidental sort of nudge that Alkarion didn't mean to give, but the result was the same, and I have now found where I will be gaining whatever it is I will be gaining for completing all the mixes. I'm all for it. Team scores then sit 75 to 50. That's nice and clean. We can see the 25-point gap from here. Greens, if you'd like to stop winning points, I'd appreciate it, because I feel like you've won 80% of the points in the last 10 days or so. Scores are in the pins as always if you'd like to know how many points you have, who has what points, and what the team scores are, and who's winning, which is Tagslack and Bybee currently. Neck and neck. No, Tagslack and Satan. Anyway, I've talked enough shit. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for the bits, the host, the raids, and everything as always. Welcome to all the new followers. Thank you for spending your time in this godforsaken shithole. If you're staying on the platform, look out for Alkarion, who I'm fairly sure is live. Look out also for Chrisman, who's probably live tonight. Cheeky will be live before I speak to you next. Siddles might even be live. Who fucking knows if he's playing WoW? Not WoW. Sea of Thieves. But that's enough of my voice. Can somebody think of a final word as I say? Dougie, Alkarion, Drecker, Cardi, Martin, Bybee, Chaz, Kitten, Mina, Gwynblade, Alkarion, Lundios, and everybody else. The final word in today's stream. The final word in today's stream is simply this from Martin. Charlie Horse.